Yeah, alright, so here we go.
Oh my god.
Evening, everyone. Mr. Pibbles here with your Session 24 recap. We finished the fight against Penumbra, but his final breath of fire had begun to engulf the surrounding forest. Restagal, the copper dragon we met back in Canalux, who pretended to be a red dragon, suddenly appeared. He was very injured and was claiming to be there to save us, though he did nothing of the sort. He simply lay down, farted, and passed out. We teleported back to Mistvale and warned everyone about the fire. The guildmaster, Arcanos, contacted the Magi for help, and a large silver dragon showed up. This new dragon used his breath and cast a spell that covered the entire forest and ice to immediately extinguish the forest fire. It uttered another incantation and teleported away as quickly as it appeared. Arcanos spoke with us for a bit and apologized to us for giving us incorrect information on the type of dragon, and we lied through our teeth to claim we were the ones responsible for bringing the silver dragon in to save the forest. Some negotiations ensued, and on top of getting a bigger cash reward, he put in his recommendation for us to be upgraded to platinum level adventurers. He put in a request on behalf of Lucas and Bond for approval to be able to sell their goods through the Heroes Guild. We also came to the agreement that after we were done looting the dragon's corpse, the guild would harvest and sell the rest of it off for us, and we'd receive 70% of the profits made. We were all paid 12,500 gold each for the job and began putting that money to use immediately. Raven commissioned a double-bladed scythe to be made from dragon bones, and Flora was able to get the flaming gun blade that she'd been saving up for. We spoke with Nixry and confirmed what her father Malakanth looked like, since we would be hunting him soon. We were able to find out who the other person was that Miss Lily saw in her scrying. The shadowy figure was Meliana, a rogue with psionic abilities who served as Malakanth's lead assassin. We all then spent the following 45 days training and getting into various bits of tomfuckery. Flora put on performances and caught the interest of someone named Lyriel Lorasalin from Arcanatech, who left her a business card with a sigil sequence on it. Molly picked up some witchwood and started learning to do woodworking. Nesta made some sleeping aids and healing concoctions, but mostly delved into religious services for the month and earned himself 7 favors. Bond did some gambling, which led to him and Raven getting caught up in a bar brawl. Bond also discovered an underground pit-fighting arena in the sewers of Mistvale. He and Lucas donned disguises and went by the names El Fuego and Finger Blaster, becoming the wrestling team known as Triggerfire. They defeated the Dirt Digglers and started a reputation for themselves in the underground pit-fighting community. Raven spent some time getting acclimated to her new abilities and made a couple new friends. She met Exarch Marine, a man from Surinor trying to find adventurers to help his queen, and Darius, a guildmaster who was taking some time off to travel and sell his wares. Lucas went on a shopping spree for potion components and threw himself into mastering his alchemy skills. And now, we've come to the end of the Motley Crew's training and are about to head to the Underdark to destroy Malakanth and whatever followers he's accrued. And that's the recap. Good luck!
Message from your son.
Well, any final message you want to give your dad if we see him? That? Okay.
All right. Manageable.
Fair enough. Seems a little weird that everybody wants. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Juices. Was it a sister thing or
Yeah, it's nepotism no matter where you go.
sister? Oh.
True story, brah. Now, I'm good with whatever you guys want to do. I will say, there's things I can make out of illithid, and if we happen to find any crawlers, which are usually done in Underdark regardless, but might have a better chance of seeing them in Darkholm.
Start with that. I like that. Let's go there.
Yeah, okay. So why are you in the zone?
Hit the button because I was going to sit in the air.
I'm good either way. Like I said, the only thing, if we can, I've been making a lot of potions. By the way, I have a ton of potions for people here. So before we leave, remind me to hand these all out. Uh, but I can make cool things out of illithid. Um, in fact, I don't have any more supplies to make any more potions of psychic resistance. But if I can get my hands on some illithid, probably could. Yeah, but there's other cool things I can make out of beholders. I can do a lot of stuff with a lot of things. So, but let's run through it. So I am either Neston is one for. In fact, I'll take my tally book here. We have Old Neston, which is one for Stormhaven. Bon, what you say? Okay, that's two for undecided, I guess. Stormhaven and Darkholm. Raven. Can't hear a word from you. Which one? Darkholm. All right. Flora. Darkholm. Molly.
I was like, ale sounds pretty good. Let's go get ale.
That's two for Stormhaven, two for Darkholm, and two undecided.
Okay.
I think Stormhaven's known for that.
It's a dry county.
And that puts us at three for Darkholm to the two for Stormhaven. Darkholm wins it. By the way, Flora, I happen to have a question for you. Because I know you've been studying up on dragons a bit. Have you had. Well, never mind.
Whose question are we getting?
Yeah, let's ask her when she gets here.
No.
Oh, I certainly understand that. If
All the
you...
scales. Just you can give me all the scales right now. I can carry that.
Yes, I can give you all the scales, and if you wish for me to send you anything that can fit in a box, if you have a way of communicating with me telepathically through magical means or anything of that nature, you could always just send me a message, and I can send you whichever pot you need, provided that it fits inside of about, this space.
I'll send you a message. We have a wonderful alchemist that might be able to use some dragon hearts or whatever.
Sounds good.
But I need your recommendation to the best armor smith in town.
Well, see, this is a town, so typically when we need stuff like that done as the Heroes Guild, we get it commissioned from outside our borders.
Well, then I need you to send these scales to the best armor smith you know to make me a full set of leather and scale armor.
Where are you headed after this?
Darkholm.
I see. Give me just a moment.
Yep.
So there is a woman in Darkholm. She goes by the name of Lilindry. She is sort of the local smith. She does a lot of contracts for that local branch of the Heroes Guild. So if you would like, I can either send them with you or send the parts to her myself, and upon arrival you can get her to commission the work.
Just send them there, and here, I'll give them a platinum piece, just for the delivery cost.
Well, thank you. Sure, I'll send over all the parts you need. Speak with her. If you have difficulty finding her, just check in with the local Heroes Guild. They should be able to point you in the right direction. And Darkholm, it's quite a marvelous town.
Find her on Yelp. She's
Or
looking for
well,
service.
city. It's not really much of a town. Good people.
Well, that's good, because we're going, and I need a new look. This is a little bit old me, and I've changed.
Well, change is good.
You could say that.
Now, he says to you almost. He says to you, if you want to make an insight check, you can. If you ever make your way around Mistvale again, you should stop by. He crushing.
15 somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure.
So, I want to
Well-
speak to the rest of the party.
Let
If I remember
me
this
knock
way,
out
we'll
Brandon's
see.
thing real
Oh.
quick, and then we'll get to that.
If I remember this way, we'll see what happens, dear. As she winks and walks out,
Gotcha.
spinning the blade with like a finger.
Okay. And now we'll circle over to you, Tony.
So, important question. Since we're all going to Darkholm, who speaks Undercommon? Don't all speak up at once.
I don't remember.
I don't speak
Or just
Undercommon. You can.
slowly.
Flora?
I do not.
I do not.
What,
Yourself.
what about you, Molly?
I speak Dwarfish.
Oh, what a surprise! You know where dwarves
Oh yes,
are?
I forgot. I do speak Undercommon.
Ah,
Hey,
Oh.
look at that.
Hey, coming in
Yeah,
handy.
translator.
So we have
I'm
Flora,
Undercommon as well.
Flora,
I speak
and
Undercommon.
So we have several people that speak Undercommon.
Oh,
We're actually in
great.
better shape than I thought we'd be.
No.
You know, Dwarvish is a much common language, though. I mean, it's
Yeah, I don't speak Dwarvish.
Yes, but I do.
I do as
I
well.
also,
See?
I also speak Draconic as well.
What?
I also do as well. I speak lots of things.
I have 17 forks in my silverware drawer.
Yes.
But it's
No one
dark
cares.
in Dark Home.
That's
So,
okay. I have dark vision.
quick thing, since we're here with the guild master, have we made any money from them selling off the dragon bone stuff and whatnot?
So it wasn't that they were going to sell it off. They were just going to give you 70% of the dragon.
No. That is not, and I have it in
It
the
was-
contract.
70%.
Yeah, that
of
wasn't the
profits.
agreement.
It was 70% of the profits, but I mean,
No,
the
it was
profits
said
would be-
70% of the dragon itself. It did not say profits.
Yes, it did.
It
It's even in the
said
recap.
dragon.
Yeah, it's in the recap. 70% of the profits. He
That
said
makes
it
it
in
canon.
the.
Why would we
I
want
just listened to the
70% of the
episode.
dragon? We had the whole dragon.
Yeah, and then he gave us 25% bonus to our reward value, but it was 70% of the profits. So, but I mean, yeah, it's been a month. Should have made
It's
something.
45 days, yeah.
All right, let me make some rolls real quick. If you wanted them to just sell it off, then that's my bad.
warned
No, no.
this, Gavin.
I know, and
doesn't-
when you did,
it
my
doesn't-
thought was, I don't think that
It
was
doesn't
the
even have
case.
to be
Damn it.
monetary value. I mean, if he's able to make 100 potions of anti-dragon, we want 70 of them.
What would a potion of anti-dragon even do?
I don't know. You're the DM.
The anti-dragon.
Figure it out.
Oh, Sean, remember you had a question for Flora about
I did.
dragons.
Yeah, she had a
But
dragon
we got
question.
multiple things going on here, so I'll do one at a time.
I appreciate it because I came back from dealing with unruly children.
All right, so can't believe I'm about to do this, but
Aha.
I rolled how much money you would get from the dragon, based on typical. I actually read Mr. Rex's thing on how much this stuff is worth. It's a lot of money.
That's why I wanted them to
For
sell
an
it off for
ancient
us.
We
dragon?
Yes, sir.
We
Yes,
know.
just kidding.
So you guys get about 30,000 gold from
Mm.
selling
Holy-
off these dragon parts.
Right.
Each.
Each?
Not
No.
each, not each,
Each,
I will
but
separate,
say,
just separate.
30,000, we said
Dude.
70%, so do we get 70% of 30,000?
I would say that, yeah. Be fair.
thank you for being honest with that. I wasn't thinking about that. Yes, that is the
Yeah.
total value of all of the parts of an ancient dragon, counting scales, bones, and organs, as well as skin and even meat.
It's 21,000.
Alright, so that's 21,000 divvied up between the 7 of us. So that's 3,000 for everybody.
Or that could be 21,000 for the group bag.
No.
Well, not group
One
bag,
vote's already.
group fund.
I just say...
If one person says no,
yeah,
well, how about this?
I'd
How
rather
about we
just hold
take-
on to it, because
well-
I'm broke. I spend all my money on components, like, real fast.
well, hey, what do you think about this? We take the 21, we split it in, we give, instead of splitting it up amongst everyone, we put one portion, one piece
Okay.
goes into the
So
group loot. So we split it up
Yeah, that
another
was-
way.
Not
If
my
we-
business being the DM, but that's what you guys have done before. You've split it 8 ways and then thrown the 8th portion in the group bag.
if we do
Because
halves,
Marte's been using that a lot.
if we do halves, everybody gets 1,500, and then the other amount goes to.
It's 21k,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 21k.
So that's 26.25 per person.
Is that split 8
If you
ways?
split it 8 ways.
8 ways.
I'm good with splitting 8 ways.
We can do that, that's fine. So why don't we just do that then? Everyone gets 2,625. And then a portion of that goes to the group loot.
So while I was on hiatus for a while, whoever was controlling my PC, did y'all end up taking money out of the group funds?
Yes, give me a second. I'll tell you how much we have left. We have 3,100 GP left.
31. Okay, so is it 3,100 exact?
Yes, 3,100 exact.
Okay, so we used 870.
Yeah.
So 3,100, and then what's that plus?
So how much are we-
2,625.
2,625.
So that's 5,725.
And you may update your currency in your inventory to show that.
That's what I was doing.
So
So on top of that, I want to try and knock this out super quick so we can get on with the actual, not numbers and portions and whatnot. Did me and Bond get our approval to sell things through the guild shop?
You did.
I'm going to go ahead and just give him 10 potions to sell. Just to go and start getting my brand out there.
Okay. What
So
potions are you giving him to sell?
They're just 10 regular potions of poison. I don't need the money now. This is me just saying, here, go sell it, and then send me the money however later on.
All right, I'm going to send you a message in Discord to make a record of that so I can refer back to so I don't forget.
Yep. And they all have my
I could-
personal engraving on there.
I could also give you some potions. All my potions are like healings and antidotes and stuff like that.
Wow, this is just me selling. I'm making my brand, basically.
Wow.
Put my
So
name out there. Because these are things that I've made.
you have the ability to set your own price. I'm going to run a mathematical equation to determine how much you sell. Of those 10, you can go for the base price, which I think would be, I want to say that's 200 gold. Or you can try to like mark up the price if you want.
Yeah, let's zhuzh it up a little bit. It's got my engraving. These are handmade by a witch.
All right. So the price range of one of these potions is 100 to 500 gold pieces. The most common price you'll see is 200 gold pieces. How much you selling it for?
You know, well,
300,
let's just do
of
this. Is
course.
my first time putting it out there. We'll just stick with the base price and just say 200.
All right, 200.
So 10 potions, going for 200 each. There you go. Cool. Now circle back. Flora. I've been wanting to try and talk to you for a second.
What you need?
Hey, so I know you were doing research on dragons and stuff. I was just curious. Have you heard anything about a dragon known as Black Diamond? I just know that Ancient Dragon was going on about that thing, and I've never heard of it.
So if you want me to fill you in on this, there is no such thing as a diamond dragon. The only gemstone dragon that is black is a obsidian dragon. As far as what you know about the rest, that's it. You can answer accordingly.
As far as I know, there are no diamond dragons out there.
Well, thanks for your expertise. By the way, Gavin, jams.
Yeah, I just got it back started again.
Okay.
I
All right.
comprehend languages
I
for anyone
appreciate
who's
you,
gonna need it.
Gavin. Because I know I've said I was wanting to read the book during that break time we had. I just never got any more information.
What he's talking about could be a nickname. It might not necessarily be a type of dragon.
Sure, that's what I figured it was a title, but I didn't know in her research of dragons if she might have come across a snippet or something about it.
Only that oftentimes the most powerful types of dragons from each of the dragon flights are often revered by their subordinates and are given titles. But
Well, on that note, I have potions to give out to people before we leave. So, everybody's going to get some potions. So I've been making them.
We get 1,500 gold in total, right? After group loot. Is that what was decided?
No, you got 2,625.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was
That's
undercutting
21,000
myself.
divided by 8.
Ah. Do I owe any additional for having used the group loot to the extent that I have?
You can replenish it if you feel so inclined.
Oh, I don't. I'm just
Oh
asking.
well, then, I mean,
No,
yeah, then that's fine.
So, 2,600.
So,
I will say,
Oh.
Flora, I'm going to give you something interesting.
2625.
Okay.
I'm going to give you something interesting that you would have read that about one of these particular titled dragons. Velsarioth the Dragon King is one thing you would have read in your book, and it would have been near the end of it. Velsarioth the Dragon King is this immensely powerful mithril dragon, and he's called the Dragon King because pretty much the entirety of all metallic dragons answer to him. He, as far as what the mythology states, is that he has a power that's commonly referred to as the Nine Terrors. And what that means is that he has 9 different spells of 8th or 9th level that he can cast once every single day. This dragon is immensely powerful. But thankfully, he's benevolent for the most part.
He's not sociopath.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
That's why I say for the most part.
Only I get to make you bleed my own blood.
So you would have learned something about him. Pretty much, he's at the top of the food chain for metallic dragons.
Oh, and Gavin, I forgot about an item that I have.
What's that?
I should have been making advantage on all my perception checks.
Oh, those eyes of the eagle? Yeah, I was looking at those.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, now you know. So.
This is what happens when you have so much shit. And by the way, I do have one more attunement
Options
slot
to give
left.
out.
Cool. All right, yeah, so you're trying to hand out stuff. Let's get to that.
Yeah. Let's start off with some of the cool stuff. Vaughn. I got something for you.
My boy.
To make it so that you don't... If you catch a bad situation where you need to have advantage on an attack... I don't know how to explain this in-game, so this is going to get super meta. I got a cool potion for you. I'm going to give you a potion of advantage. So you drink that potion, and for 1 hour, you can give yourself advantage on any roll. But you only get it once. And then after that hour, like, it's gone. So you can activate it one time during that hour.
Type in the name of that potion, Nick, and it's not actually in Fantasy Grounds. Just whenever you go to use it, I mean, it's pretty easy to remember what it does, but we can always refresh your memory if you need to. Just type in the name of it.
I'm just going to be Potion of ADV, Advantage.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as you know what it is.
Raven. You're getting a potion of heroism.
Oh, no.
Yay. Heroism.
All right, so Brandon, I'm dragging it here. Add that to your inventory.
Yeah, amongst the other 10,000 things that I have.
Yep.
All right. Everybody,
That's why I have 2 bags of holding.
Everybody gets a potion of fire resistance.
So, here you go. Everybody drag one of those in. If you don't drag it, you don't have it.
Neston, my slick guy that never wants to get caught in a bad situation. You get an oil of slipperiness.
Oh my gosh. And I got you this too, Lucas. I'm gonna hand you a cheese knife.
I'll treasure it always.
It's like a dagger, but it's only like a quarter of the size. You use it for cheese.
Is it sharp enough to...
Who does not have a potion of psychic resistance yet? I know I've made some for everybody already.
I don't.
One of
I
those.
I have
I
them, but I
don't.
don't have it actually like filled in with the like stats and stuff and what it does. I just have it in my
It's for an
inventory.
hour you have resistance against psychic damage.
Yeah, I don't have one of those. That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Neither do I.
I got
Hold
one.
on. Let me get caught up here. I'm making a
don't have-
cheese knife real quick.
We literally, what we did, Gavin, was we took cheese
I hope you
knife.
guys aren't about to get DC'd.
Why
Thought
would
I
I?
fixed it.
All we did was grab dagger, put dagger in parentheses, and before that we typed in cheese knife.
Nice.
That's all we did for my stat block for a cheese knife.
Is somebody logging in right now?
No.
Oh,
I was doing so good until I went to make the cheese knife.
shit. You know what? I need diamond dust.
We have diamonds in the group bag, and I have a jeweler's kit, so I can make diamond dust for you.
Where did I post that group bag? Mishappen diamond. That's 100 GP. Oh, that's perfect. Diamond, 300 GP. So,
So you
flawed.
guys are able to use Fantasy
Weird.
Grounds just fine right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. That means it's just on my end.
Okay, so we only have 3 diamonds. We also have 1 sun bomb. Keep that in mind in the group bag.
I still have a sun bomb too.
Does
got one on
anyone
me as
else
well.
have a diamond?
For the group bag,
Yes, but I mean outside of the group bag because we only have 400 GP in diamonds.
well, no, what I was saying was the group bag all in the mini-handed pouch, or no?
What?
You got too much stuff in that group bag to fit in a mini-handed pouch.
Ew.
There we go. All right.
The group bag has a lot of
Hey,
gemstones
Gavin.
and stuff in it.
What's up?
Before we get too tied off with the other thing, the stuff that we're dropping, the potion of heroism and all that stuff, is not identified when we put it in our inventory.
Okay. Yeah. Let me go do that. I wish there was a way to make it just automatically
Okay.
identified.
Just someone remind me when we get to Darkholm, I have to find some place to get diamond dust.
Is there a parcel for the group bag?
Yeah,
You know, a
I already posted
parcel.
it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Wait, no,
It's-
say
Oh
that
yeah,
again.
it's right up there.
It's in the chat.
Yeah, it's up there.
It says GBHOOH.
I don't see it.
It's in the chat. It's above where Lucas was talking about the money for selling dragon ports. Yeah, I'll post it.
I got it. I got it. I
Wait.
found it.
If you open up player and then notes, it's in there. Should be public.
I got it.
So I want to give this to the healer guy, but Neston, I'm going to give you a potion of psychic resistance.
Oh, I need to add slipperiness.
Yeah, drag it in.
And then a nod, give you something else. I'm going to give you willow shade oil.
What is that?
It just cures petrification.
Oh, okay.
So the potion contains a liquid with a slightly red tinge to it. Yeah, it's not identified. Oh, okay.
I just did.
And then the potion of slipperiness.
It's oil of slipperiness, but yeah.
Ah.
And Lucas, make sure you get that cheese knife. It's down there.
Yep, I just put it in my gear.
Yeah, nice. That'll come in real handy.
You know what? Let's really sweeten the pot, all right? This is a cheese knife, right? But it's shaped like a defender.
It has those little slots in it to like when you're cutting cheese, it allows the air to pass through it, so that way the cheese doesn't get stuck to both sides, and you're trying to like muscle it through the cheese. It's one of those.
It's shaped like a defender. It's
Yeah.
obviously not an actual defender, but it looks like it.
Like my Vorpal letter opener.
Exactly. All right, you want to keep distributing?
That is the last of it I had to give out.
Okay. Cool.
So we did hit another level up, right?
You're level 10.
Level
You're
10.
level 10.
Okay, so I can prepare one more spell.
I got to add level 10. That's 14 prepared spells, right, for a wizard?
Depends what your
Well,
intelligence is.
10 plus my modifier. My modifier is
Yes.
+4.
Yeah, 10 plus your modifier.
All right. And I added 2 spells on level up.
Yes, that's what you should do. Yes.
Cool.
Every
I'm gonna be
level up, you
OP.
learn 2 more spells. You should have like a
Yes.
giant spell book by this point, man.
I have a lot of spells.
Yeah.
You know,
And I just added Geas to it.
in
Okay,
all
Lelouch.
honesty, in all honesty, it would be very beneficial for you to find a magical spell book that can't be weathered or destroyed
Yes.
by water and stuff like
Yes. Yes.
Or
We
and
should
and
definitely
rather
do
than having to transcribe all your spells into a new spell book, you can just get that one enchanted.
Do we have our wounds still, or have those been?
Oh no, those were cured 45 days ago.
Okay,
Aren't-
because I
Well,
still had
40
mine.
days ago.
Aren't I an enchanter? Can I
You
enchant my own?
You can. So actually, and I apologize for this, Marte. I meant to call you and ask your downtime activity. If you wanted to use part of your downtime to just enchant your spell book, that's totally fine.
That is 100% what I would have done.
And you would have had plenty of other time. Call me later on in the week, and we'll talk about other things you might have done and other connections you might have made.
Okay.
I don't know if you watched the last session, but me and Lucas made a
Wrestling
wrestling pit fighter duo, in which we threw a
Yes.
midget at a
It was a
Ganassi,
gnome,
and then we threw
and it was a
gnome
Goliath.
at a Goliath, and Lucas turned that gnome into a whale and smashed the Goliath.
Yeah, they started an underground
Interesting.
pit fighting team. They are
Yeah.
Trigger Fire, and Lucas
Finger
is El
Blaster.
Fuego, and he is Finger Blaster. Nick is Finger
That's
Blaster.
why you named yourself El Fuego. I was like, oh, okay.
There's got to be a reason behind it.
Yeah.
It's just building.
Okay.
And so now
Yeah,
they
this
have a
makes
reputation
sense.
in the world of underground pit fighting.
Wow. You guys. That's pretty cool.
Hey,
All right, now
can you
back
finish
to what we're
identifying
doing.
stuff right quick? It's
Yeah,
bugging
yeah.
me to see it. I got 2 potions
let me-
and my oil.
Let's see. What are they? I see it. You got 2 potions and your oil. Yep. So there you go, and there you go.
There's just this
Should
flask
say-
of oil. There's 4
I
of them.
see it. There you go.
Yeah. Sweet.
Hey,
Alright.
Gavin, I meant to actually ask you about this, but you can tell me no or to fuck myself or whatever, but
Fuck
is
yourself.
there... Oh, okay, never mind. I digress.
Fair enough.
What is it, man?
Real simple. Is there anywhere I could have bought a better shield, like a magical shield?
Yeah, you
Or-
could have.
I offer him the shield that I have that I haven't been wanting. I
Oh,
have
would-
a shield of expression.
Is it a +1 shield?
Actually, isn't it?
I don't believe it is, but you could buy a +1 shield easily enough.
It's a magical shield. Increases your
Hey,
your
Tony.
AC by 2.
What's your strength?
10?
10. Okay, never mind. You cannot use a great shield.
What does your current shield increase your AC by?
2?
This one increases it by 2 as well.
Yeah, that's just a standard shield.
Okey-dokey.
So a +1 shield, that's going to cost you 300 gold pieces if you want to buy it.
I never spend money on myself. So is there like any type of magical this doesn't have to be a big thing. Like if there's a magical shield that does something cool in one of the shops, awesome. I would like to look at it. If not, then we can just move on.
Probably not.
Okay, we can just move on. That's fine.
So I've actually been looking into that, and as far as magical shields in D&D, there's like not a middle ground. Either it's like +1 or a shield of expression or the watchful shield or whatever, and it's just kind of cool, or it's like fucking legendary. There's not
That's
a lot
fine.
of middle ground for like just pretty good shields.
That's fine. I'm trying to figure out how my AC is 19. Pretty sure it's not supposed to be that high.
Well, you wear what, medium armor?
Yeah, I think it's just a breastplate.
Let's see.
I'll figure it out, man.
Do you have medium armor master by any chance?
No, I'm a cleric.
No. Well, yes. That's a feat.
Oh,
We'll figure it
no,
out.
I
Yeah, we're not gonna pause to do it. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Probably won't even come into play this session, unless I mean it's always a possibility. But you guys don't have a reputation for
Well,
being murder
I
hobos,
mean-
so I'm not that worried about it.
I don't know. With Bond being in the party, I don't take anything for granted.
I do not kill civilians, okay?
I will never say that combat is impossible. Improbable,
Okay.
sure, but I will never say that it's impossible. Who knows?
Look. I didn't even fight in the brawl fight. I literally stole someone's coins and left. I didn't even punch anybody.
Oh, I have +1 breastplate.
Do
That's
you?
how. Yeah, I have a +1 breastplate. The Dragon
Cool.
Guard. I don't know how I got that, but I got it.
I remember you bought it a while ago.
Bono creates some havoc and we'll just die. It's just how it is.
Jesus Christ. Okay. No, I'm the reason.
Anyways, let's
You are a
make our
pirate.
way to the Underdark. Well,
So I'm gonna give
Hey.
you guys a couple of questions here, or a couple of options here. I mean, so to get to Darkholm, it's a bit further away than Stormhaven is. To get to Darkholm, you got to go through River Run, and then literally pass by Stormhaven, but you don't have to go into Stormhaven, and then go through Redford. Oh no, never mind. Never mind. It's about an equal distance. I was reading the map wrong. So yeah, essentially you go the same way regardless until you get to a crossroads. One crossroads goes east to Stormhaven, and the other goes south to Darkholm. So you're only really passing through River Run to get there. You just want to fast forward through River Run, or you actually want to pass through it? Up to you.
We can just fast forward through River Run. There's nothing there.
Fast forward.
All right, so you guys are leaving. Yeah, okay. I assume that means you're leaving. All right. So
I've been here for
you
45 days. I'm ready to go.
Yep. So you guys all pack in the car and you go. And is Honey still with you, or did you leave her back on the ship?
Yeah, she's still with us.
Okay. So
Wait,
like
wait.
always.
Should we take a vote on Honey?
No, I agree. Honey shoe with us.
Should she? We're going into
Yeah.
We're going into Darkholm though, and the Underdark.
Well, Darkholm
Uh,
is safe.
What
It's
if-
Yeah,
when you
Darkholm
leave
is safe.
Darkholm that's not safe.
Yeah. You know, we'll just leave her back at the ship.
Yay, Darkholm!
Or we could just leave her in Darkholm.
Nah. She's free spirited. She needs to be out and be able to run.
Okay, I agree. Leave her at the ship.
All right, so Honey's back on the ship. All right, so after a while, you get to a
Thank God.
crossroads, and it says Stormhaven, 5 miles east, and then it says Darkholm, 20 miles south.
Going to Darkholm. Oh, and I am riding on my beautiful new companion.
Nice. Actually, that's a bit. No, it's not 5. It's more like 50 and 200, because that would put Darkholm and Stormhaven way too close together if they were only that far apart. But okay, so it takes you a couple days. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cross off 2 more days off the calendar to get over to Darkholm. You guys would have probably spent the night, I would think, in. Well, maybe. Depends. You could. Depends. So it is now the 34th of Tharend. It's almost spring. As you begin to see the landscape starting to change, it starts to become more arid, more desert-like, as lush trees and vibrant greenery start to transition into the occasional cacti and becomes more sandy. And though because of the time of the year, I wouldn't say it's hot, it starts to feel a little warm where you were going. I'd say right now you're probably in like the low 70s, and this is the warmest temperature you guys have felt in months. You actually have to kick the AC on in the car a little bit. Before you see this massive cavern with a road leading into it and a street sign that just says Darkholm, 10 miles.
Bond does not kick on the AC. He rolls down the window.
Okay.
Why not? dying back here.
Because
That doesn't matter for you. You're on the outside of the car anyway. You said that's where you like to ride.
Oh, okay.
You're on the rear facing bench seat on the exterior of the car.
Touche.
with Molly.
Yeah. So I like to think, not quite roomy back there. You know, Molly takes up probably like a little more than her fair share of the seat. Anyway, so you enter the cavern and it gets dark. I mean, other than after you descend a while, there's the really only lit by the headlights of the car and magical torchlight before you start seeing the occasional settlement, the occasional house. You are now in the Darkholm proper without actually being within the city's borders yet. As you keep driving, you start to see this very gothic-looking architecture as buildings become more plentiful, and you enter the residential district of Darkholm. It lives up to its name. It is very, very dark. So you sort of smell almost like a muskiness in the air, like one would expect of a cave. It's chills off a little bit, seeing as how you're out of the sunlight. And it's now a very brisk, probably 40 degrees. Looking at my 5 senses here. You notice this sort of like an echo within the cavern. So as you drive, it's almost like when you drive through a tunnel, as the roar of the engine is a little bit louder as it leaves this echoing presence throughout the cavern. And you now enter the Darkholm city proper. So for those of you who are wondering, who wanted to read about it, Darkholm is on page 86. And as well as the visual representation there, the actual picture that is, it's pretty accurate to what I imagine the city looking like. So you can just go ahead and assume it looks exactly like you would see it in the book. So for a little bit of background information, the Darkholm is primarily inhabited by, well, Drow, or those of Drow descent. Though there is a of half-elves with Drow heritage that live there too. It used to be sort of like religious theocracy, and in a sense it still is, but to a different degree. While the Drow separatists, who are the ones that inhabit this place, have a history of xenophobia that, for the most part, over the last 112 years, is gone. For a time, it would have been if you were a tiefling or a shifter or a changeling, you didn't want to step foot in this city. You didn't. They thought you were a demon. Now, they're, all in all, actually have a reputation for being pretty tolerant. In fact, the predominant deities here, being the Angel of Death and Elastrae, both sort of preach this sort of tolerance and understanding as part of their doctrine. So, and you do notice there's a good number of shrines devoted to the Angel of Death. More so the Angel of Death, but some to Elastrae, who is often referred to as the Moonlight Dancer, by the way. And Elastrae is also completely nude in all of these statues and depictions.
What do I see at the you know how like usually people like give tribute to a shrine? What do I see at the bottom of like the Angel of Death shrines and stuff like that?
Sweet treats. You see a lot of sexualized objects. In addition to that, you
Like
even
what?
see like a pair of like pink frilly handcuffs at the base of one of these shrines.
How's that related to death?
The Angel of Death, his name comes from a different origin. The Angel of Death is referred to as the Angel of Death. According to his mythos, he was an angel who had to die to become, hence, Angel of Death. He doesn't actually represent death.
I mean, what's that have to do with pink handcuffs?
Well, you
Look,
would have had to have played in Campaign 1 to fully understand that one.
You know, Anon,
Opens my epic book. What?
there's a lot of things about the Angel of Death that you will soon realize, being here in Darkholm, that it's a cult. So once you step that mindset
Nesson, it's
really
a
start to make
religion.
sense.
There's way
Amanda.
too many
It's a
followers
cult.
to be a cult. There's way too many followers to be a cult, Nesson.
It's still a cult.
Hey,
Who's
Raven,
to say yours not a cult?
aren't you like directly related to this guy?
I guess if the Angel of Death is a cult, then I guess all your religions are cults
Yes.
too.
Let Brandon say what
Technically,
he's gonna say.
Sorry.
yes, technically I am related to him.
Just sort of seems like, I don't know, you would weigh in on this if you have a blood relation to a. By the way, what's it like having a blood relation to a god?
Different.
Meh. It's a Tuesday.
Okay.
I mean, let's just say this. My father doesn't really get into that. My grandfather and him were best friends, and it was. Let's just say this: the angel of death fucked the dragon. The daughter of the dragon, my mother, and my father. There's a reason why I have scales that
Tree's
change
weird.
color.
A tree is.
I have changeling blood, I have draconic blood, and I have elvish blood. Pretty much, Aaron Black's son and Shizuki's daughter, which is the angel of death, had me. And I came out more fucked up than normal. So, I'm the only one of my kind that I know of, so I have no clue how long I'm going to live or when I'm going to die.
Yeah, at least you
Okay.
didn't start a cult.
Well, there's that.
Justin,
But,
Do you speak
know,
Undercommon?
yes, I do speak Undercommon.
Nice.
Whether I follow my grandfather spiritually or not, which I don't. I really don't know who I follow at this point. Maybe the Angel of Death might become a new patron. But I still have great respect for him and what he has done. I've heard stories of big purple dildos and pink fuzzy handcuffs all the time. It was not quite. When I found Vaughn and I heard he was a follower, we've had many stories.
Take for death.
Where is the story going?
I'm so confused.
And we're just sitting there pulling out our pockets.
The Angel of
Go
Death.
through this again. Great.
To wrap it up, the Angel of Death. He was a good man. He helped a lot, but had some really fucked up shit going on inside his head.
Your family tree is weird.
as he's saying this,
I know.
like once we pass Angel of Death's shrine, I just spread some sprinkles around the shrine, like some.
To cast animate objects on the items on the shrine.
Yeah, you notice there's some of these definitely you could say would be phallic objects.
Yeah.
You know, like you even notice there is even a purple dildo with the arrow
Especially
of the
want to
angel
cast it on that.
with the arrow of the angel of death, which is his
It's
symbol,
gonna become like the R-rated version of
engraved
Beauty and
into
the
the
Beast.
yeah. So the Drow separatists, they're a very free people, you know. It kind of catches some visitors unaware, you know, that the Angel of Death has really had his influence here. So you even see like there's this couple that's just right in front of the shrine of the Angel of Death, and you know they're just they're overly affectionate to the point of you know, get a room, and nobody seems to mind.
Is one of them a guy?
Roll out.
Well, yes.
Oh, I'm gonna cast enlarge/reduce
Which version?
to ruin their time. To proceed. I'm just joking.
Okay.
At what point in the Angel of Death
one thing you do-
porn? Like this was not a thing.
It
It is now.
kinda. I mean, you were the honorary bard of the group without
Yeah,
being a
yeah,
bard.
sure. Anyway, continuing on as you were.
All right. So you do eventually stumble upon the Darkholm Heroes Guild, if you would like to stop by.
Yes.
Yes.
Some supplies.
Why not?
Is there a drow inside?
Yeah. There's a lot of drow.
Are you guys drow? This guy is really scared of you all. And I point at Neston.
Neston just rolls his eyes.
This drow, and very attractive. Drow as a whole tend to be very attractive. She says to Neston, and in fact, she walks over, and Neston, you get real uncomfortable. She has this
already
like
uncomfortable.
low cut like corset, and she comes up to you and gets her face real close to yours and puts a hand on the side of your face and is like, "Oh, what's the matter? What's there to be uncomfortable with?"
Oh, don't touch me.
Yes.
I'm a follower and strong believer of Mistra and Corellian.
I whisper to her, that's one of the cults he follows. There's both of them.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
a cult.
It's the cult he follows.
She whispers in your ear, Neston, "We all need a little something to believe in now and then, don't we?"
Yes.
Oh.
Here, let me pull out my big book of Pelor. Let me read from the book.
She's gonna corrupt you.
It's
Don't.
another cult he follows.
You're very attractive, but we didn't catch your name.
Why are we here?
Oh, my name is Nihilus.
We need to
Nice to
buy
meet
supplies. We're going into the Underdark. We have no time for the shenanigans.
Oh, I see. So you were looking for the guild master of this guild hall?
Please.
Oh, hold on one second. And she walks back into the back room and comes back out again wearing a hat. Hi.
I was waiting for that. I am the manager.
She says, "Welcome to the Heroes Guild Hall. I am this guild hall's guild master." Tell me, she looks at you, Neston, attractive one. What can I help you with?
I hate everything about this town.
Really, all of it. Really.
You have a
He's just a big scaredy cat of everything. It's not just you.
I'm sorry, Neston. I'm having a hard time understanding you. Could you step closer, please?
No! I need a magical shield.
Oh, that's just a shame. If only I could just speak to you a little more. Again, my ears aren't what they used to be. See, I am
Should we
400
step
years
out and
old.
leave y'all
Look, I
alone?
need to go.
Yes.
And by the way, she is a very young 400 years old.
So like.
Anand is a bit intrigued.
Guildmaster, should we leave you and Neston be, and we can all just step outside for a little bit.
Oh, if I could have my time with him, that would be fantastic.
No.
Oh yes.
We must protect the little one.
I'm gonna
No. He'll be fine. He's under great protection with this guild master.
Oh, I'm going to take good care of you, Neston. Don't worry.
Yep, I'm stepping out.
I stepped out too. I gotta like make sure the door is closed, and like if Neston tries to leave, I keep it closed. Like I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Cast
put
arcane lock on the door.
I'm gonna put a movable rod on the door.
So, Neston, do you try to leave as they all leave too?
No, I don't. Who all's not leaving?
I'm still in the room, but
Like-
I'm just very like, oh look, a tile on the ceiling. Huh.
Look at the dots.
Well,
Oh,
Master,
I forgot an important detail. When you guys approached this guild hall, by the way, you noticed something kind of obnoxious on the outside. Skimming over my notes here. You notice there's a motorcycle with, I want to call them sidecars, but it's more trailer cars. It's like a train of these little sidecars parked in a snake-like fashion behind this motorcycle. And you notice that in big letters on the front of it and across the entire back are the letters DD with a big dog howling at the moon underneath it.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be Vector Mega again. Alright, DD. So who's the designated drivers?
Right?
Or the dark drow. Ooh, the dirty drow.
It's
The
the
dank
dirt
drow.
digglers. They come back.
Before I
from
leave,
the-
Digglers.
before I leave, I asked what the DD stands for.
The Doug Dimodomes.
That's the Destiny Dogs, as they call themselves. They're characters.
A lot less cool than anything we said.
I was like, you want to try that again?
Do you know the
Give me
The
2
make of
seconds to
that
try
bike.
that one again.
Actually, would I know the make of that bike? Well, I
Yeah,
know-
it's a Strider, which is it's a black helm model.
wonderful? It's a wonderful bike. I'm gonna go over there and just start admiring the bike. Like I'm
It's
gonna
like-
forget about Neston and just
if you're-
admire the bike.
If your bike is like the mid-size motorcycle, this is like the full-size, like giant-ass motorcycle.
Hog?
Yeah, she's just gonna go over there and start admiring the bike.
All right. You hear, as you guys step out, you hear off in the distance this obnoxious voice that just goes, "Destiny Dogs!"
I'm
As
glad you were cut off on the audio there.
I love it when
He
yells
howls.
into his mic.
and it
gets
cuts
cut
off.
off.
I know.
Yeah, because it's
Love it.
outside the range.
Your mic is
Yeah.
like, no, honey. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
You can adjust that, but I'm not telling you how to do it.
Don't.
Yeah, nah, none of that.
So I
Don't
knock
do
on the
it.
door and I'm like, Neston, hurry up. Get it over with. I need to buy stuff.
7 minutes in the closet. Let's wrap it up, guy.
So she just says to you, Neston, so tell me, my very attractive palette elf, what brings you here to Darkholm?
We're going into the Underdark to kill a vampire.
Oh, that's quite impressive.
Yes, and we would very much appreciate it if you could flip a switch on your professionalism.
She says, oh, and she like whispers this part, I ooze professionalism.
I am a doctor. I might have a cream for that.
Go ahead and do
I
it.
would make a
Gavin.
joke. I want to
Do
say
it.
it's so
Do
bad.
it.
Like,
I was waiting for it.
Like Neston's like,
joke.
check yourself before you wreck yourself.
I'm just gonna say that she says to you, I'm sure you do.
I didn't know this was a baking class.
So, anyways, we're looking for some supplies. I have some money. Like, how do I put it? They can't hold on to money to save their lives, so they want to spend it before we go to the Underdark. I just simply require a magical shield, maybe something better than what I have. Probably not, given the debauchery of this town. I doubt that there is that type of presence.
Oh, you
here.
think too poorly of us.
No, I think it's pretty accurate.
Oh.
I mean, there's literally a couple having
Ooh.
coitus out there by the statue in the middle of the courtyard. As soon as you walk into town, it's pretty disgusting.
This is a sacred ritual.
No, it's not.
Raven's just gonna start going off and like being pissed.
I've read the angel's answers, and there is nothing in there about debauchery in town squares.
It's implied. Subtext.
Nope.
Read between the lines if you will.
No, I refreshed on it on the way in here. It's none of that.
Subtext.
You know what? I can't believe they did this. This kind of bike, and they don't take care of it. The fucking oil is nasty. The fucking gear's not even fucking lubed. This is not okay. What are they doing to this beautiful machine? I swear, where are these howling freaking mutts? I will
should make it your own. Take
Swear
it.
to God.
Let's take it.
She's just gonna pull the pin to the things and like start revving the bike up.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause she
We
knows
need
how to
another
hotwire
bike.
them.
What are they gonna do? Take it.
She's
Yeah,
literally
that's
gonna-
Underdark. It's how we get down in the
She's
Underdark.
gonna literally ride it through the doors into the streets.
What's happening?
You're gonna hijack their entire setup.
Brick.
Yeah,
What-
she-
what- it's what-
She has
it
a
is what it
master
is.
key to every ignition ever made.
I don't remember
She's just-
saying you have that.
Oh no, she has it. Her father is her father. She has it, and she's going to just Pick it up and go.
You don't have a master key to every motorcycle in existence.
That's fine. She just knows how to hotwire it. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
If you're gonna hotwire, give me a tinkering check.
Like, that is a skill set.
Synchronicity.
All right. So that is a dexterity check.
Intelligence.
Okay.
Solid.
When he does this, I'm just gonna be like, Bond. I'm gonna just be like, Captain, this is how you really do it.
Nice.
So
was thinking, but-
I don't think I clarified well enough. These people are right there. They are walking towards the tavern right now.
This is like
They're
the
trying to
shitty
get
part
a
of Metal. They
fireball
don't care. They'll just
right
let you
now.
Me and Bob are hijacking this
Bro.
motherfucker.
We will curb stomp some drow. What happens in the Underdark stays in the Underdark.
This is what I mean when I say that I will never say that combat is out of the question.
Alright, let me go roll my fate dice here right quick. Make sure know what I got available.
So do we hire the vehicle? Like I try to do it somewhat sneakily. I'm like, hey, Captain, this is how you really do it, and I just real quick.
All right, you
Jump
hear
in.
them shout out to you. Excuse me, the wrong bike.
No, you
Oh,
haven't taken care of it.
The
See, my
bike
captain
actually
here-
looks good. That's the thing. They just
Oh,
attached a bunch of trailers to it.
You destroyed it. The gears aren't fucking lubed. You should have done an oil change 70 fucking years ago. You're a fucking dumbass.
Hi. So let me
Like,
describe these people to you. All right, I'm gonna to avoid person overload. I'm just gonna tell you about the one that stands out the most. So, you see a gentleman, and he is of a race that you can't quite identify. He looks like a really tall, green, furry elf. And again, he doesn't look like anything. You've never seen a race that looks like his before.
It's the Grinch.
It's like a 7-foot tall elf with hair, and he was. Oh, and you notice he does this. He goes, excuse me, just vomits up a little bit of blood.
That's a weird quirk.
Again, I don't care who you are.
I think he has Tourette's.
And now suddenly
I don't care who
it's
you are.
harsh.
You should have
Also
taken care of
see-
the bike better.
Another one of his group mates is this half elf wearing a green shirt, and he's not walking with the rest of them. In fact, his pace has stopped. He sees a potted plant sitting on the fence. He's wearing a green shirt, and you see him looking at this potted plant. That's all he's doing, as he stares at this potted plant.
Is this the equivalent of the short bus?
Allow me to introduce
I think
myself.
this is.
My name is Raven Sailwind Black.
It's already too many letters, man. Already too many letters.
Panish Indahole. Pleasure.
Wait, what is his name?
His name is Panish Indahole.
And I am the daughter of or I am the granddaughter of the ones that created this bike.
And I'm the
And you
Oh,
have
I have-
divulged it.
See, I have come from a bit of a mixed ancestry. You see, I am a 1/8 elf, 1/8 human, 1/8 dwarf, 1/8 orc, 1/8 gnome, 1/8 Goliath, 1/8 goblin, and 1/8 furbolg. As he just goes and vomits up a little bit more blood.
Are these all special
Are you
needs,
okay?
drow?
Oh, I am fine, and I must say you are quite beautiful.
Yeah, don't touch me.
So you also see another one of these individuals, and he is a fire ganassi with teal blue hair. They do not grow hair that color. He has likely dyed it. He is wearing spiky black arm, and he walks up to you, Raven, almost with a bit of hostility. Not hostility, but he just walks up to you quickly, and he puts his face right in yours. He doesn't say anything at first.
Back up.
Then he starts speaking. He says, Ma'am, have you ever danced with the devil only to bust stop the nut bush, so you try to sit down early as you remember that eating that week-old chili was a bad idea, so you let out a nervous fart? Then you wake up naked in the middle of the street with a weird taste in your mouth and a sore butthole, and find that your left big toe doesn't quite fit and your right foot is smoke shifter with a master control switch on the belt buckle. Huh? Huh?
I think
I
we have a
need
series
to
of
get back.
chihuahuas, guys.
I need you to back up before
Yes.
I
This is
literally
a gang of fucking chihuahuas. That is what it is.
make you back up. Take
He
about
take-
10 steps back.
He
One of
takes
them's
like
the
2 steps
hairless
back and he's like,
Venezuelan something with a tongue
"My
hanging
name."
out to the left. It's like this is.
I didn't
My
ask for your name. I don't care your name.
My name is Edgelin Lordo.
Well, that's not okay.
And as well as up to you, Marte, you see this guy walk up to you, and he walks up to you like this,
Oh.
Belly out.
and he takes a stance like that.
Is he a wannabe JoJo character?
He gets up to you, and he gets up in your face, and he says, "Do you want to start something? Because if you try to outsmart me, I'll outsmart your outsmarting, and I'll outsmart the outsmartness of your outsmarting." As you see this little shadow that
Yeah,
looks
for
exactly
sure.
like himself standing behind him.
Yeah, I go back inside and, Captain, I believe you have these retards. And then I walk back into the Heroes Guild.
He still standing like this, outreaches his hand, and he's like, "Geo Josen, pleasure."
Okay. Question for you, Nimrods. What's rank are you?
Dude, it would be awesome if I used Chrono Shift and said, the world.
As you ask that question, the guy with the green shirt standing in the background going like, it has intensified as he stares at the potted plant before he just goes, finally, quickly draws his sword and just goes, and just shatters the pot.
I'm going to pull my weapon. Straight up, pulling my weapon.
Okay.
I think y'all need to just leave.
Which one, chihuahua?
All of you.
So
At a quick pace.
the green skinned guy looks at you and is like, "Oh, well, we were going anyway, but feel free to come find us." And he winks at you
Now, leave.
as they all get on this like train motorcycle and drive off.
I'm gonna walk in just scratching my head. Sweethearts, can your biggest, largest, most expensive, highest alcohol quality, I want it all.
Well,
I need
while that
alcohol.
was happening, Neston was talking with her, so can we
Yes,
let
he
him do
was.
his
So we're
thing?
still gonna circle back to Neston now. So, Neston, you were in there, and she says to you,
Can I
"Since
do something before we transition?
what you got?
So they hopped in the cart and it's like just
It's just a
It-
train.
it's a
It looks
train of
ridiculous.
things, right?
Yes.
Okay. But this is one bicycle with
With the-
with carts
with-
connected to.
Like 5 carts behind it. Yeah.
Okay. As they're
Honestly, the inspiration is those little train cars at malls that you see people riding around. Yeah.
yes. Okay. So I just just because I can do it up to 500 feet away as they're getting into the distance. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Animate Object on the cars. And I'm going to have the pins connecting each car just remove themselves and fall to the ground. And then I'm going to cancel the spell and walk inside.
They come to a screeching halt as they all get out. What places? Oh, we should have reinforced that better. As you see the guy in the green shirt go over and kick a chicken.
Definitely
And that is
Chihuahua.
all. Anyway, we'll go inside now.
All right.
Yeah, it's like 30
Neston.
seconds from petting the green one. Walk up to it.
Yeah.
All right. So she says, since you are asking, that we do have, since you're straight to business, unfortunately, we do have this repulsion shield, if you would be interested.
Also, have you ever heard of anyone by the name of Malakanth?
No, not personally.
What was Lucas? What was the name of the other the assassin person that we were looking for too? Liliana.
Meliana. Yeah.
Meliana. I said it right the first time.
No,
Yeah.
of course you did. My apologies.
Yeah, Molly, don't interrupt me. You're making it sound like I'm saying a different name.
Dude.
Tell me about this Meliana.
She kills people.
Oh, does she?
Yes. She does.
Gilbert, huh?
Lucas, I don't see what the problem is here. Like, I'm trying to explain something, and this person is just...
I'm doing what?
I'm just gonna pour
It's
a
almost
glass of water and
embarrassing.
set it in front of her. You seem to be really thirsty.
You should drink that.
I mean, it's... This is like the poorest establishment we've ever been to. We are platinum level adventurers, and we are, like... It feels like we're talking to, like, farmers.
Well, I don't think you're platinum. I'm pretty sure you're gold, but you're platinum to me, if that matters.
Oof.
No,
Oof.
I'm pretty sure we just took a platinum contract that makes us platinum.
You guys
Hey,
are
look.
still gold.
What? How would she know? She doesn't know who we are.
I'm saying it as a... You know, you can lie if you want to,
Well,
but
she don't
you'll have to show
No,
your badge
no,
eventually.
I'm
so.
not lying.
I would never allow it.
Yeah. Look, we just need information. And if you cannot provide the information, we'll just find it somewhere else.
Let us speak privately. I'll give you all the information you need.
Do it.
On Neston,
Don't
speak privately
trust
with the
you.
ladies.
This is a guild house, right? Like a heroes guild?
It is.
Then why do we need to speak in private?
Oh, no
Can you
reason.
not just say what you have? If you have no information, then you are no
Say
use
what
to
you
us.
gotta say.
I was about to do it.
This is a useless guild house. I don't see why we even came to the Underdark. We should have went to Stormhaven. This is
Madam,
Oh,
do
those
you
are-
have...
Those are just a bunch of pious folks, though. They don't really know how to have a good time.
No.
Can I just make a general insight check on this chick, especially when we're dropping these names that she's just ignoring?
Yeah, make an insight check.
May I as well?
You may as well.
May
do
we
not-
all.
20.
So these names you're dropping, it's not like an official Heroes Guild thing. It's, you would imagine it would be totally reasonable for a guild master of a guild hall to not have heard of these top secret names.
In the Underdark. These are people in the Underdark, and we're in the Underdark.
But they're not drow.
No, they're not.
They're not
Um,
drow. They're people that, I mean, they could have entered the
Oh.
Underdark a number of ways, and they wouldn't have had to have come to this city to do it.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm just saying we've
I
had
know.
a multitude of guild masters that we have met that have just like, oh, whoops, I sent you to go fight rats, and there was the global threat guy down there. Oh, go
Oh,
fight this
you know what?
dragon. Oh, it's the
I have
wrong
an
ancient
idea.
side dragon.
where is the largest congregation of vampire or dampier in this city that are friendly?
I suppose if you went to they have a settlement near the Temple of the Raven, or not Raven Queen, that is not right.
The
The
Angel
Temple
of
of the
Death.
Angel of Death.
Awesome. Where is that? And where can we find that?
She looks very disappointed. A couple miles north of here. By the way, did you want a shield? I have one for sale if you wanted to look at it.
Show it to me.
Also,
I just
your
wanna know-
whispers going
Ear.
on in our ear.
It's
I know,
her.
right?
Actually, it's her.
Oh, okay, yeah. More like a Neston's ear.
Can I see everything you have for wares?
I was about to say
I want
the
to
same.
know this. I want
AKA,
to know this
DM, I
woman's
need the
life
parcel.
story. I got
Yeah, I
a
just
nat
sent it.
20.
No,
You need to identify some stuff in here.
Do I? Okay.
I don't.
No, that's identified.
I don't want the.
That is.
A pair of goggles. That's exactly what I want.
So there's some scrolls in here that you guys cannot use yet, but they're there if you wanted to pick them up
Why can't we use them yet?
because they're too strong.
No such thing. Why can't we use them yet?
I mean, you could always make a roll to use them, but then that consumes the scroll whether you succeed or not.
If I put the goggles of dark vision on, would that increase my range?
Does it say it does so in the item description?
Can it?
No, I was just asking the general question to the DM of if I had dark vision and I put on a pair of dark vision
And
goggles.
it actually does say that. It says if you already have dark vision, wearing the goggles increases its range by 60 feet.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I don't want any of these either.
Who doesn't have dark vision?
Everyone
I
has dark
think
vision.
everybody does.
Won't let me open Dark Star. What does Dark Star do?
It's a spell. It's a level 8 spell.
Pretty sure I can see in magical darkness too.
Is there any other magical or shops we can buy scrolls from other than here? This is kind of pathetic. You know, just
Sorry,
saying,
honey,
you
this
know.
is the only one.
All right. So I will reconvene with the rest of the party, and I will let everyone know that we need to go to a vampire settlement. 2
Dark
miles
Star is
north of here.
absolutely perfect for my build. It's gravity.
Yeah?
I want the Shadowfall brand tattoo.
How much is the Scroll of Darkness?
The
Oh, it
scroll
says
of-
it's 92 GP. I mean, no,
that's a different
darkness. Yeah, Dark Star is 3,400. But that's too high, right? There's a discount on that.
one. She says, do you want there to be?
Yes, I do.
But perhaps if we spoke privately, I might
Ah,
give you
jeez.
one.
I hold her hand and say, "Where would you like to go?"
We don't have time for that.
Let's roll.
I am not the one.
We do not have time.
Where do you want? Oh, it won't take me long. I got the haste spell on, if you know what I mean.
Okay, yeah, she leads you into the back room.
25 seconds later, a lot of crying and Anon walks out.
Yes.
So, if you will turn to page 145. I'm just kidding.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, give me a Constitution saving throw.
394.
Constitution saving throw.
Too bad you're not immune to disease like I am.
Please roll a 1. Please roll a 1.
9.
Aw, man. Okay. Alright, fine. Alright. Yeah, you do the thing. And, you proceed back out with her hair messed up and in a tizzy, and she's like, 1,700 gold pieces sounds fine.
Excellent. And I'll give her the 1,700.
Alright.
And I look at Neston and I'm like, and that is how you negotiate.
Week of horror.
Neston isn't even there
brain.
anymore.
Like,
No, I'm just joking. Bon, how many
Yes.
bottles of those sprinkles do you have?
I stocked up at our last town. I would have said.
Can I have a bottle, please?
Picture of that in somebody's lodge.
Sure. Anybody is able to
What?
indulge themselves in the rituals of Angel of Death, and I give them a bottle of sprinkles.
Yeah,
I want the
that's not-
Shadowfell brand tattoo.
Honey, that one will cost you 1,000 gold pieces. Are you sure you can handle that?
Oh, sweetheart. I can handle more than just that.
Ooh, Scroll of
Give us
Shadow
7
Spawn.
seconds? Just give the
Because-
money and let's go.
Yeah, we have the money. Let's just get out of here.
Scroll of Shadow Spawn.
No.
It
She
says it's
says-
170.
Or summon Shadow Spawn? Yeah, so
Yes.
that it is.
I want it.
She says, I don't know, there might need to be another contribution if you want any sort of discount.
So can we fast forward through all this?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, awesome.
Oh,
you
man.
you do the thing, it's
Just-
85 more gold pieces.
Less or more.
Or 85 less, I mean. Yeah, 85 gold pieces for that.
So,
You done fucked up.
my
Geo. You
85
owe-
off the 170?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
I hand her 1,000.
Alright.
That
Wow,
puts me down to
85.
15,000.
You should be able to drag it to your inventory from that parcel. If not, I can drop it in the chat for you.
I actually kind of have like it's almost irrelevant kind of thing, but not. That you
Okay.
stated once before that there is a bank in every major city.
There is, yes.
Is it like a global bank?
It is typically if you want to withdraw money bank that you deposited, it takes a writ that you have to bring from you, signed from the original bank, to the receiving bank.
Okay. I'm gonna make a suggestion to the party that since we're here and we have all of this money that's super heavy, we just we just get these items and we get the writs and we deposit all of our gold into the bank so that way we don't lose it.
Hey,
Writ
Gavin,
is magical as well, so it's non-reproducible, non-forgeable.
hey, Gavin, are you going to make a debit card? Magical debit card.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Is anybody else for that whole bank idea?
I'm good.
Sure. I mean, are you just talking about the group loot? Because I'd rather just keep the money I have on me.
Well,
on me.
I don't want to carry around 15,000 gold or 16,000 gold,
God,
whatever
yes,
I
we have
have.
that much money in the
That's
group
a
loot?
lot.
No, that's how much I have on me right now.
Oh.
Must be nice. Share some so you don't have to carry it all.
Let me take some
Yeah.
off your shoulder.
I only got
bitch.
I got 800 left. What's up, Mr. Moneybags?
That's even after adding your 12,500.
Yeah.
12,000?
Yeah, 12,500.
Yeah, it
Where
was
did
That's what we got for the-
12,000 come from?
killing the dragon was
Oh,
12.
Yeah,
I
dragon.
only heard about the 2,600. Hold on.
It was
Yeah.
in the
Tell me I
recap.
did all of that work in the back for nothing.
Did you?
Yeah.
You got to read the recap.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. As it occurs to you, wait, I actually didn't need those discounts.
It's fine. I had a good
Okay.
time.
So, Gavin, how do I do want to get this writ, and I want to put 12,000 into it.
Okay.
So how do
Yeah,
I?
I'm not gonna RP that just for
Yeah,
brevity.
no.
You go to the bank and you deposit
That
it. So
we can
just
do for
add
brevity.
a writ to your inventory. Just type it in. It is a writ for 12,000 gold that can be cashed in at any major bank, and it is magical and non-reproducible, so you can't forge it.
Okay.
Gavin, I'm going to find the armor smith.
Hey, you know what? It's
Oh
super
yeah,
cheap.
Lillandry.
Did anybody pick up the Drell dagger?
No, nobody did.
I will pick up the Drell dagger and the Drell poison.
Okay. The Drow dagger, that's only 8 gold pieces.
Yeah, so
like you
it's
said, super
208
cheap.
total for the both of them.
Yeah. Do you need me to drag that into the chat, or can you get from there?
No, I can get them. That's fine.
Okay.
Hey, what does blind sight do? Just a question.
Blind sight lets you see normally within that
In
range
magical
without
darkness.
the use of your eyes. So, if you were blinded, or if you were in magical darkness, or if you otherwise would just be unable to see, then you can see things within that 60-foot range.
Have you ever watched
Oh,
Avatar: The
30
Last
foot range.
Airbender?
Yeah, I have.
You remember Toph, who couldn't see,
Yeah,
but she
yeah.
would sense That's
Actually,
blind.
that's
Yeah.
more tremor sense. With the
Oh
top.
yeah, no, you're right. That's
But
tremor sense.
a
That's
better
true.
example of blind sight would be like Daredevil.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
Well, I have blind sight up to 30 feet, considering I have a dagger of blind sight.
Yeah, you do.
Yep. Cool. So I can see in your magical darkness, Lucas. So if you just want to cast that, you know.
Oh, hey, Gavin, does that mean my darkness is now 90? My range is now 90 feet.
Your range before was 60, so if you wear those, did you buy the goggles at night? If you wear the goggles at night, it becomes 120.
No, the tattoo.
Oh, let me see what the specifics of it says.
Neston
let's see.
can automatically give everyone in his party up to 300 feet of night vision. And it's not just night vision. He sees in perfect daylight all the time.
That particular item doesn't actually stack on top of your dark vision. It's just the kind of thing where if you didn't already have dark vision, you do now. If an item stacks with your dark vision, it says so. So, but what this does do is essentially free use of uncanny dodge. Is basically what. But you can only do it once a day. So.
That I didn't buy the tattoo.
I thought you did buy the tattoo. I mean,
Yeah,
if you don't want it, you can say that you didn't buy it. That's fine.
I don't buy it.
Okay. Got it.
All right. So now what are we off to do?
Okay, so hear me out, everybody. This is a 50-50% chance, but I was thinking, with the Angel of Death, one of his followers are changelings, other variety of things, and vampire. So there's a vampire encampment a couple miles north of here. So we go there, and I speak to them through the somewhat religious and cult-like texts of the angel's answers, and we befriend them, and they tell us where Malacanth is.
Or we let Bond do it because he's actually a follower of their religion, and you shut your mouth because you are
kind of.
anti whatever the fuck you are.
Yes, but I'm
No,
still
listen.
more knowledgeable.
You're a religious zealot of gods of whatever the hell you are. You can keep your mouth shut and let Bond do the talking because you have no clue what you are talking about.
No, because I'm studied, and he just is reactive.
Of nothing.
How about you both go? We're all in a group. So why don't we just approach
Yeah.
things
We're
and
all
just start
friends
talking?
here.
I want to ask the guildmaster while we're still here if there is is there a sigil sequence for teleportation around here?
There is.
Where's that at? I'd really like to get that because I need to keep coming back seeing you.
She says, "You've already seen it," as she points to the back room.
Ah. Do you mind if I see it one more time? I just want to scribble it down.
Sure, absolutely. As she follows you back there.
Where's it at? I'm shuffling around on the ground. I actually want it.
It's the blanket on her bed.
And
It has
I'm
it
the
inscribed
winner.
into it.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I'd like to go ahead and write that down.
All right, go for it.
So
I'm just gonna
Bond,
make an assumption here, real quick.
Yes.
All right.
since Raven has such strong opinions about my religious knowledge, can you finish any of the dogmas after me? Change strengthens people, and
Very gay.
You actually pulled up the actual lore?
Wait, there's a
I
document.
wrote that shit months ago.
Hold up. She gets to pull that up. I get to pull it up
no,
too.
it's not that I have pulled up; it's that I have it in my notes. I just took clips from it.
And Nick, I did send that to you at one point in time, so yeah.
I do have it. Okay. Shit. I know it's gonna be put on the spot tonight. Shit.
Well, I
You
mean,
didn't know
if you
there was
don't
going to
have
be a
it,
religion quiz from campaign one?
Well,
if you don't have it already on hand and you don't remember, know it by heart, then I guess, then it just goes to show who actually is the true studied one.
Ugh,
So off
Yeah.
we go. We'll just see how it goes. Let's wing it.
ugh.
That's what we do anyways,
yes,
right?
yes, wing it. Yes, I do like
Yes.
that idea. Yes,
Nothing is permanent, right, Bon?
nothing is permanent. No.
You guys just noticed that Anand is
Should
absent
make
for
sure
several
that
minutes
change
before he
helps
comes.
them and hinders their rivals.
Anand is
And she's
absent for
survived.
several minutes before he rejoins you guys.
Anon, we're gonna go talk to vampires. Let's go.
Teleport sequence, so we can come back here at any time.
Oh,
So if we need to go somewhere else, we can come back. And just that's what the nice lady was trying to show us in the other room. I don't know why you were so adamant about not seeing it, but she was trying to give us a teleportation sequence.
I can do nothing with that, so it doesn't matter to me.
What about me? Do you ever think about other people, Neston? Gosh.
I've
Let's
based
just-
my
let's just
entire
go.
life
Let's
and
just go.
career off of helping the needy.
No. You
You
sound
know,
like one of
coming-
those
no,
large pastor people from the other
since
world.
Everyone is so aggressive towards me tonight. Coming from somebody who literally burned down an old woman's shack.
Hey, she
in
had
the
it
place of
coming.
Business
Hey,
because
she
she
had-
was rude.
She was evil.
I mean, I never saw any evidence of that. She was
Evil
just rude.
often comes in a very disguised way. I would
Well, I
expect
mean-
someone like you to know that. Don't get me started.
I
I'll tell
do
you what
not.
Pelor says. Now let's go.
Look, I'm just saying.
I'll tell you what.
I'm just saying I don't judge books by the cover.
Neither. I open the pages and rip them things out. No, I'm just kidding. Let's go, please. Goodness. I'm hungry.
We know you're not there.
No, and I show my needles dripping.
Oh, I meant to.
You know what, Anand? Just for good measure, you have fed for the day. You have gotten your share of mana.
I sure have.
Who wants one of these? Because now I will say, in the glass bottle, it is blazoned the symbol of the triumvirate.
Oh, potion of restoration. Didn't you give us one of these previously? Because I used one and now but I still have one in my inventory. Like I have a second one.
I made
Did you not?
These are the ones I made.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take one. Thanks.
Hey, Gavin, I have a question.
What's up?
We didn't stop before we got here, right?
I mean, you would have had time to camp out, but
Would anybody have been around?
probably not.
Cool. I'm gonna go find people.
Ooh, Death Siphon. Death Siphon.
Oh.
I'm hungry.
Death Siphon.
You should go find the rereads that we were talking to earlier.
Did anyone want a potion of restoration? I have 8
I'm gonna
left.
go find.
I took one. Thank you.
I'm gonna go find another.
That's not one.
I'll take
Is there a
one.
bar around?
Okay, so that's 1 to Lucas,
Yes.
and then 1
One
for
in the
Molly.
bar.
Or no?
We'll settle this inventory thing they're talking about real quick, and then we'll get to you go into the bar.
Was that 1 for Molly or no?
Negative.
Okay. So, yep, I'm at 7. Flora?
Sure.
Okay, make sure y'all are grabbing it from the chat box and putting it in your inventory.
I wasn't
'Cause
even
I'm-
able to.
Y'all weren't Y'all weren't able to open it up?
Nah.
Oh,
Putting it
Kevin, you
manually.
yeah, Kevin, you might have to share it then.
Am I sharing?
Yeah, that right there, potion of restoration. So that just took. Wait, hold on.
It shows Flora just got it.
Yeah.
I did it from on the inventory screen and then dragged it into my inventory and it worked for me.
Are you able to open it?
Now I am.
So okay, I need.
That one.
There we go. Yeah, Anon, you might need to do the same thing with that new one. Move
What
that
was special about it?
Move it to your inventory. Oh no, you have one, right? So you
I
can just
do.
change yours to 2. Okay. What about Bon and Raven?
Well, you'd have to ask them. I believe Raven is looking for a
Yeah.
bar right now, so which we're gonna get to once we're done with this potion
we
thing.
can.
I guess I'll
We can-
take one. I'm just in the middle of doing something right now.
Wait, you have potion restoration?
Yeah,
Max.
it
Yeah, I
cures
would have taken.
poisons and diseases, and if you're being reduced by maximum hit points, it removes that affliction.
Oh well, I'm not really worried about diseases. So.
Yeah, but if a vampire bites you or something that can reduce your maximum hit points, you can remove that effect with this potion.
Okay, then I'll take it.
And it also removes poisons too. So if you're suffering from the poisoned condition, or if there's any affliction that you have, like anything that says like while you're poisoned in this way, you're also blinded or whatever, it would get rid of that too because it originates from the poison.
Okay, so I should be at. Oh fuck! I have to keep changing the number because it's pulling from my inventory. Okay, I'm good. If nobody else wants one. Oh, what's Gavin? Can you move one from my inventory to Bond's, or move one to Bond's inventory? He said he's busy right now.
Yeah, let me
I just bumped my inventory up by 1, so when if you pull it from chat and put it in his, it should take it from me and put it in his.
I'm looking for the potions in your inventory. Why am I not seeing them?
It's like at the bottom.
Ah, there it is. Okay. There we go.
There we go. Yep. All right, that's all of them. Got 5 left. All right, I'm done. I just wanted to make sure everybody got those before we ran into vampires.
Okay. So, yes, you see a tavern that's called the Blazing Bullet. For a little bit of lore on that, a bullet is actually a kind of creature, a kind of burrowing creature that inhabits the Underdark. So that's where the origin of the name would be from.
Yeah, I'm walking in.
All right, it's a nice establishment. It looks like what you'd expect from an elven establishment, but kind of with like a gothic sort of twinge to it. A lot of like angled, curved features. But it's nice though. This is probably one of the better. And it's got plenty of patrons.
I'm looking for a very attractive patron, female, to. Yep, just gonna be blunt. Just siphon the fuck out of her.
All right. Let me see here. All right. Yeah, you see, take your pick. Drow are all usually very beautiful, and there are drow females.
Yep, I'm going for the drows. Any of them, just gonna start talking about.
Okay. So you walk up to this attractive, dark-skinned, white-haired, red-eyed drow female who just seems to be enjoying a drink alone.
Hey, join you.
Sure, I suppose.
What is wrong?
She looks around. Nothing at all. Just
Sweetheart, talk to me. I'm a new woman. It's okay. What's going on?
make a persuasion check. Holy crap. All right. All right. Let me think about this one real quick. So she
You're welcome,
Put-
Gavin.
Put me on the spot here. So she just says to you like, it's just my husband. I recently discovered that he's been unfaithful.
Sorry to hear that. That is not always okay. But if there was a disconnect beforehand, then I don't. I'm deeply sorry. It's about all I can say.
It is
But you,
quite all right. What's your name?
the name is Raven.
I'm Alisara.
Wonderful to meet you. You know, I can always take your mind off a few things. We can get some drinks and have a few drinks and talk and chat and get your mind off some things. Sound good? The drinks are on me.
She agrees.
Hopefully you're not into it.
So you do, and you converse for a while, and they continue bringing drinks. So asking, you're still trying to siphon her, right?
I'm trying to fuck her and siphon her.
All right, you do it.
How many drinks do we have?
Say like 7 or 8,
How many times do you want me to roll for drunkenness for this?
just once.
With my proficiency in drunkenness?
Oh yeah, you're fine.
Alright, I siphon her. She's good. I get dressed and as she's asleep, I get dressed, I walk back out to, I guess, join the I'm actually walking to the armory now.
All right, I
Okay.
suggest we leave Raven and we just head off towards the vampires.
Yeah, so we're gonna circle back.
I mean, if they really want to go to vampires, I'll go to vampires. That's what I'll tell them I'll meet them.
Okay, so then we'll have you all approach together then.
I mean,
Okay.
is everybody in for it for leaving and going up to see the vampires?
Well, it's more damp here, but yeah.
Yeah. Is everybody for it? Because I don't want to make like a brass decision. And
I'm fine with it. I mean, I
So
don't see anything wrong with it.
gotta use the bathroom. How about we take 5 and reconvene at like, we'll take like 7. We'll reconvene at like 9:30.
okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
I assume we're on our 5 minute.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sweet. So now I have a sigil sequence. We can teleport anywhere.
Another one.
Those come in very much handy. Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Got me a couple beers. I haven't been drinking tonight. I always drink when I play.
Pew 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 pew.
Still waiting on a few people to come back.
Seems like it. Mm-hmm.
I'm here.
Are you really?
Yeah, I never left. I think the only people we're waiting on is Brendan and Kit.
They'll never be back. Elon Musk was giving out advice today on the proper Elden Ring build.
I saw. So he runs a Dex
He
Intelligence.
runs Dex
Yeah.
Intelligence, yes. Mad respect.
I run Dex Faith.
I run Dex Faith.
I'm using
Although I've
the
not been
Sacred
playing
Relic.
it.
Yeah, I haven't played in a while. I've mainly been working on my new character for Brandon's game with most of my free time, but I'll probably get back into it once the campaign actually starts.
I've been working.
Yeah, how's that going?
It's going great.
I saw one of your agents just sold their first house.
Mm-hmm. It was super cool. We went out and ate and celebrated and threw money in the air as one does.
Yeah, so Mary looked up the restaurant that you took Stacy to lately, and
Sorry.
she was looking at the prices on that menu, and she was
I'm
like,
sorry.
"Marte must be ballin'." It's
It-
like $40 to $50 for a single entree.
It was my anniversary.
And let me guess, it's one of those restaurants where you pay like $50 for an entree, and it's like that much food.
Surprisingly, it was filling, but yes, they weren't large portions. But we ordered 7 dishes, so I was
Dude,
very
what'd you
I
drop like
was
$500 on your bill at this restaurant?
something like that. I was very full. Bro, I gotta tell you, they had fresh made focaccia. Absolutely loved it. They had pork belly with in freshly made cranberry drizzle.
Okay.
They had tuna sashimi, which was beautiful. And then some really nice cheese. I want to say it was like a fresh Parmesan, and inside was ricotta, and black truffles were sprinkled all over top
Well,
of
you
it.
know when they're sprinkling truffles on the food.
Bro, it was. And then Stacy had salmon, and I had sea bass, both of which were very amazing. And then for dessert, we had a cheesecake and a date toffee bread drizzled in caramel sauce.
So was there any dish on the menu that had saffron in it?
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean,
Because that
this
that's the
was
most
mostly.
expensive seasoning in the world.
I have like a 1 pound bag of saffron in my.
Oh, really?
I like making rice with saffron.
Saffron rice is good.
It's delicious. The but they hand make sodas. So I had a fresh was it grapefruit soda, and it was great. I really enjoyed it. You
Nice.
should go. You would like it.
Oh,
Wait, where is this
Brandon
place?
and
go.
is Flora back?
Yeah,
You
after
know,
I
I
got
only-
her to
I
stop
only-
fixating on the room.
I only just spent $250 on commissioned character art, so yeah, let me go to this 5-star restaurant.
You would love it.
For real. Yeah, let's get back into the game though.
Well, whose fault is that of spending $500 or $250 on commission art?
Oh, I wanted it. Yeah.
What art?
Oh, dude, look, you can. This is a very big sidetrack, so we're not going to stay on this a lot. But just look at the BDSM PC BIOS channel.
I'm curious now. Oh, the channel that I was messing up the other day. My apologies.
Yeah, and it looked
Oops.
probably Brandon deleted your.
It was.
Nope, I
posts.
didn't delete anything.
I didn't either, so I wonder who did.
I could guess it's one of
Tony.
2 people.
Tony.
It didn't align with the teachings of Pelor. We're
What's up?
which one is it? All of them?
BDSM PC BIOS. Yeah, I'm
No,
playing
I'm
both
in
of those
here.
characters.
Lenny and Silas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not at the same time, at least not most of the time, but kind of
and
swapping back
Marte.
and forth intermittently.
Yes, sir.
You are more than welcome to join on Saturdays if you have the ability to.
If I had the ability to, I would. I promise. I am. My wife is not allowing me anymore.
Oh.
I have been cut off.
There's something after when we end the night I want to talk to you about, but let's get back to D&D.
Yeah, so you
All right, let's
guys
roll.
were. I mean, so here's the thing to know about Darkholm. Most of the citizens here are Drow. I mean, of course, they're much more open-minded than they used to be. So you'll find people of other races here. Sure, it's not like they're not. Most of the people here are going to be Drow, but of course, with Dampier being one of the more common followers of the Angel of Death, yeah, they're represented here. But it's not like they're going to have like a central leader of their people. They're just citizens of the city. So take with that what you will.
No allegiances.
If you want to scout around the area where, most of those people of that race would be, you're welcome to.
So, Neston, we're going to the vampires?
Dampier. It's more mortals who have, like, kind of descended from vampires. Some of
Yes.
them are half vampires, some of them are just people that have some kind of curse them that gives them these vampire-like qualities to a lesser extent, but they all kind of fall under the same umbrella of Dampier.
Yes.
So the partial pyres,
Yes.
shall we?
I'm just waiting on everybody else.
Let's go.
I wonder if I'll like Anon. Wonder he vocalizes his curiosity, being that I drain in an almost vampiric fashion, but of mana. I wonder if I can consider these distant brethren of sorts.
We're
So
all
as
cousins.
far
I
as
like the idea of it.
as far as the origins of the Vold, there's no concrete answers, only theories, with the most prevalent one being that Vold have some kind of connection to the phlogiston. But that has never been verified or proven.
I like it. We'll see. We'll entertain these pyres, if you will.
Okay, can we go, Gavin?
Yes, you absolutely may.
Awesome.
I'm waiting on everybody to give the word.
Yes, we've been
Everybody
wanting to go
yes.
for like 30 minutes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you go, and
I've been ready to go for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
you head towards the Temple of the Angel of Death, and it's this large structure. Again, very gothic-y, but almost with like a touch of like Greek influence. A lot of pillars. It's very regal. It's very ornate, almost over the top, just like the deity that it represents. And yeah, there's a series of residences around. You can walk into the temple if you want. You might find some people there to talk to.
I don't want to go to the Temple of Angel of Death. I want to go to where what's her tit said that the Dampier.
Yeah, there's like
are.
a settlement of
Yeah.
Dampiers.
Yeah.
I mean, you're there. It's surrounding the temple.
Oh, okay. Well,
So I don't know if you want to go into one of the local taverns.
No.
I'm asking,
no,
like,
I want to go and find the most. So, Neston knows what clergy people look like. Who has the most ornate and like who looks like they're in charge? That's who I want to talk to.
so as I explained before, it's not like there's a community leader of the Dampier. They're just people who live there.
Oh, there's got to be somebody who's leading this fuckery.
Is that what Neston says?
No.
Oh.
I mean,
oh
there's a
my.
high priest.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking to.
Okay. So
Yeah, Neston,
High
you go
priest.
talk to your high priest. I'm gonna go to a bar
It's your
and see if
high
I can.
priest.
Oh well, that high priest. He's a great high priest. I'm sorry. My
What
bad.
up,
Let me
priesty?
rephrase myself. Let me rephrase myself. You go, or I'll say, I'll still go with the high priest, and I'll say so high. But after that, while he's doing that, while they're talking, I'm gonna go to a cavern where I know and know I can get really good information from a tavern.
Use your contacts,
from
your
a-
underground
Exactly
contacts. Okay.
that too. Kind of thing.
Yes, and I
Where?
would like to use my background feature as well,
Shelter of the Faithful.
and a divine favor,
Okay.
religious favor. So I need to talk to this high priest and see what he knows, and see if he knows anything about Malakanth and Miliath.
Million.
So the high priest, the current high
Miliana.
priest, is he's actually a changeling Dampier by the name of Garen Lance.
What a
And,
cool back name.
Do what?
Nothing.
So yes, you are welcome to speak to him.
Give me a second. I accidentally closed out my notes. All right, you said Darren Lance.
Garen.
Garen.
I just typed it.
Dope. So this will be the very first entry into Darkholm that I will have, because nothing
again,
else exciting has happened here.
And again, he is not a drow. He is a changeling Dampier.
Okay. My good sir,
he looks in your direction, and right now he kind of looks like a drow, and with sort of uncommon features. He has blue eyes, he's got long purple hair, and those aren't really common features of a drow. But after you address him, he says, "Oh, why, welcome to the Temple of the Angel of Death." As he walks towards you, and as he continues to walk, his form shifts into this pale white humanoid figure, that of a changeling.
So,
Hello.
we are looking for someone in the Underdark. We are lost a bit, and I figured this would be the best place to find information.
Hey,
So
Gavin.
you don't wish to receive the blessing of the silver-tongued shadow?
I do.
I do. Well, I already have. I mean,
Bro, you're in a bar, banging a chick.
No, I said
Oh,
I was
I'm
going
not.
to meet the high priest.
No,
Oh no,
not you.
yeah.
He
Raven.
reconvened with you guys. Raven
Ugh.
reconvened with
He
you
is.
guys. Of course.
Right.
So you had some questions then. I assume from the looks of you, looking at you, Neston, that you are not a believer?
I know many things about the angel's answers, but I worship the triumvirate.
I see. And what about your silent friends, looking at Molly and Flora? Perhaps you wish to receive the blessing of the silver-tongued shadow?
What did you?
I mean, surely you know his story. He is the great liberator. He is the one that brought freedom and equality to all of the races who were once thought of as lesser.
So, unfortunately, not to intervene on your blessings and religious rites, we're looking for a vampire by the name of Malakanth.
Ah, yes. I am
You-
familiar with the man.
And how do you feel about this thing?
He has angered the Angel of Death, and as such he has attracted my ire as well.
Oh, so you wish him dead.
Indeed.
Oh, good. Point us in the direction, please.
So you wish to slay this Malakanth?
Oh, no, we
Yes,
will.
we do. In the name of the Angel of Death, we will.
And I will open the bottle of sprinkles and sprinkle it on the ground.
He looks
Yes.
up in the air and he says, "My God King, your favor is ever present. Indeed, I can point you in the direction of this Malakanth. You must exit the town to the west. If you go that direction, you will find yourself entering the beginning precipice of the Underdark. Now, do keep in mind that once you cross that threshold, nobody here in the city can help you. You are on your own."
You know what? I think that'll actually be a really good thing if no one here in the city can come and find us out there.
Sure. So, once you enter the Underdark Prior, you... Let's see, how do I put this? The way forward would be pretty self-explanatory. You would just simply follow a large cavern and continue going until you see a waterfall that shimmers like turquoise. When you find this turquoise waterfall, you must pass through it. Continue downwards, taking every cavern that you see that continues down. If it goes up, it is the wrong direction. You are likely headed towards Stormhaven in that instance. That is not where you want to go. Unless it is. But in this instance, it sounds like it is not. Continue descending once you pass through the turquoise waterfall. After that point, you will reach the fungal jungle. Yes, I realize that rhymes. At this point, you might want to be on your guard, as you have reached the deeper depths of the Underdark, and Illithid, as well as malevolent drow, may be plentiful. You want to stay on your guard. As far as where Malakanth is after that point, I can only guess. However, he is fanatical in his devotion to this being that he serves. I believe he goes by the name of Kaleem,
Yes, that is correct.
and as such, it is my belief he will be quite arrogant. If you were to simply follow signs, any sort of symbolism or imagery that depicts this Kaleem, follow those signs. Surely, you will find where he lairs.
Understood.
And is there any
Well,
other helpful information that you can give us about this, or any helpful items you can help kill a vampire and an assassin? He's got an assassin with him.
Hmm.
Maybe
Unfortunately,
a
my
scroll of
resources are a
dawn?
little dim in that regards. However, I will say that I do know that he has powerful psionic abilities.
excuse me.
Oh, we already knew that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which we have ways to counteract that.
Yeah. All right. So, do y'all want to head out west right now?
Yes, I'm
No,
down.
What else do
no.
you have to do here, Raven?
There's
I
a
was
multiple things. There's multiple shops. There's sleeping,
Oh
and
my
I'm
god.
going to go speak with my grandfather. I look at the priest and go, "Where is the best place for me to go pray? I must
Say
speak
that
with my
again.
grandfather." I said, "Where is the best place to go pray? I must speak with my grandfather."
Oh, well, you can do so here.
Good, because I need to speak with my
What makes
grandfather.
you believe you'd be able to contact this grandfather of yours?
Well, he is the angel of death.
Um, make a persuasion check to see if you can actually make him believe you.
That's a 28.
Ooh.
He drops to a knee and just bows his head. I am not worthy.
He's been waiting for this.
Rise, rise. There's no need.
He gets to his feet. You share blood with the God King.
I do.
He takes a step forward. May I hug you?
That's fine.
He hugs you, and it is uncomfortably long.
I just hug back. It's not uncomfortable. I'm just hugging back. I haven't had a hug
Okay.
like this in a long time. It's like a meaningful hug.
um yeah, he's all fine and dandy, but when you meet his actual son or grandson, it's kind of and he's kind of a nobody.
Excuse me. I'm the granddaughter. I am a
Yes, you are the
somebody.
grand. Well, your cousin.
Well, my cousin's a different story. He's just a
You
fucked
speak
up.
of Drexel Belrook.
Yes,
Yes,
my
Drexel
cousin.
Belrook. We have fought in battle with him several times.
Yes, he's visited here several times as well. He honors us with his presence every time he appears.
I'm sure my
He
cousin
does
will be
honor me with his
thrilled
presence.
because I think I'm going to have a change of religion. But I must.
You wish to follow the silver-tongued shadow.
That is a possibility. But
The wayward granddaughter finds her way back.
Hey, baby.
I don't know
It
if
is
my
surely a marvelous day.
I don't know if my grandfather will approve, but I'm going to go pray now.
Yes, please do help yourself. Any shrine.
I'm just gonna go to the biggest one there is.
There's somebody there, and when you approach, he goes over and says, "Yes, it is time. Would you prefer to locate to one of these smaller shrines?" Yes, thank you. Move along, and he clears it out for you.
Alright, I'm gonna go sit there and I'm going to pray. Grandfather.
Yeah, I sit next to him and I do the same.
Grandfather. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if you understand, but I think I'm going to have new revelation and new powers and new things that have happened to me since the last time. Well, since the last time I talked with your dear friend. I think I'm going to follow this path and see where it leads me. You may be able to help me with whatever is consuming my mind. And then she's just going to be quiet and
Okay.
just sit in a meditative stance.
You feel a sense of satisfaction wash over you, and also this is directly from the mouth of Sean, as he said that Shiziki would not be the type to directly communicate. You do feel this sense of satisfaction watch over you, and for a second you feel a little what's the word I'm looking for someone who's way too confident?
Aki!
That, but a little more. You feel the sense of self-absorption settle in for just a moment. And after you have meditated and prayed, you just kind of feel like you're the most awesome person in the world.
And I think it's time for the Underdark. Time to make our way to the Underdark.
Let's get
Yeah.
dark. Let's get really dark.
So, from the people I haven't heard from in a while, namely Flora, Neston, and Molly, do you guys have any questions you want to be asking? Anything you want to be doing? Anywhere you want to go?
Yeah, I want to get out of this town.
That didn't
Okay.
sound like Neston.
I want to get out of this town.
Shut up, Neston.
What does Molly think about the pretty changeling guy who can change his form, and what is Flora feeling right now? I just want to make sure everybody's included. So
Where is El Fuego?
This Chinese food is great, but I wonder why I haven't seen any cats or dogs in this dark home.
Oh my.
oh, El Fuego is typing.
Are you still muted
I-
here?
No. Wait.
You're not muted.
We can hear
We
you.
can hear you.
Jesus. Well, he's got like
Yeah, we
9
can
different
hear you.
directions. I was like, which one? You hear me talk? I don't care. Oh my god. Okay. So, you guys and your plethora of role playing.
Yeah.
No, Molly has 0 questions, as I have 0 questions.
I realize this is a very roleplay heavy session.
It's thick. It's a little thick. And as
That's what she
simple-minded as Molly is, stop it. No! Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. And as simple-minded as Molly is, 90% of it just kind of goes over her head anyway.
I'll say this. He's even going to walk up to you and say, what is your thoughts on the Angel of Death, large one? Surely, you being a Goliath. I hope I'm not wrong. I hope I have not made the wrong assumption. If you were just a tall human, I'm sorry. But, your race is underrepresented too. And in fact, the Goliaths have not always been widely accepted. It would appear as though our mantra would certainly benefit yourself as well. The God King favors equality for all. Every race that has ever been trampled upon deserves a place near the top with the rest. Surely you believe that as well, being someone of your stature, someone of your race and your background?
I already stand taller than everyone.
It was figurative.
Like, I'm like, I'm good.
Mr. High Priest, if I could recommend, smaller syllables?
I see. The God King believes You have worth.
But why?
Well, because you are mortal, just like the rest of us. You breathe the same air as we do.
Hmm.
Here, let me hand you this pamphlet. If you could just read over it, then perhaps. And what about you, Shifter? In fact, your
Okay.
members of your race were some of the first followers of the God King. 112 years ago, people like yourself were thought to be no different than were creatures. And look where you are now. You walk freely in the streets. I see what you're doing, Kelly.
I was like, read. I'm like, are the picture book?
What,
What?
we... Hey, Brandon, is Kit there?
Brandon?
Yeah, give her a
Oh,
second.
bro, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she is.
Because she is literally a shifter. 112 years ago, most people thought they were trash. They were monsters. And now that is not the case.
It's time for reparations.
Is there anything else you guys, that your group would...
She said she has no questions or comments.
Okay. Is there anything else that your group would, any other questions, anything else you would desire? Feel free to stay as long as you like. And, speaking freely as not the High Priest, when you find that traitor Malakanth, make him pay for betraying the
Yes.
god that fought for him.
It will be
Okay.
done underneath the God King's name.
Sounds easy enough.
I worship
Very
no
well.
one, but if there's loot to be had, I'll have it.
Very good. And might I say, Vold, I harbor no ill will against your people. In fact, some of the greatest people I have met have been Fold. Your people have undergone great triumphs, and you've had to go through much hardship as a result of your background. And you have my respect.
Thank you. It's nice to be recognized.
He is pretty nifty. Just pat him on the head.
Receives pats.
I used a big word, nifty.
That is a big word for Molly.
I can't spell it though. Don't ask. Not happening.
All right.
It's on my word of the day calendar.
So, are you guys heading into the Underdark?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Go
All
on
right.
into it.
So as you exit the temple, it's almost like right passing in front of the door. You see this other Goliath pass by. It's this like 7.5 foot tall Goliath, spiky armor, has like spiked fists, and he looks at you, Molly, and his jaw just drops. He's like, as you walk out, he walks up to you and he's like, "You are the most beautiful thing I have ever seen in my life."
Thanks. Okay, bye. I
I'm
have a thing.
burnt.
She's like, "Ugh, they even catcall down here? Gross."
Just handed one of my wooden trinkets, Molly.
He just stares at you as you walk away.
Yeah, I was like, think he was sitting on me.
You notice that he had spikes on
Yes.
his chest forming the letters DD, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they are nice here.
Molly, I do believe he was trying to indulge in your pants, as they would say.
He actually seemed kind of lighthearted and good intentioned.
It was like,
Oh,
the dumb ones are pretty dumb. It's like, I can survive the dumb ones.
It seemed like he was trying to get in your pants. He just thought you were really, really pretty.
This is a lot of It's like a room full
They're
of.
they're the short bus of.
I was gonna say this is like a room full of short bus people.
I was like, my kind of people.
Yikes!
I'm the smart one in that.
I made the Destiny Dogs to be.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Are you
I
sure
say
this
we
isn't
call
the
it-
Full of
Alabama
inbred
dark?
chihuahuas? Thanks.
I
The
believe-
Alabama.
we
All
are
right.
still walking.
So yeah, I want to get you guys into the Underdark and at least a smidge of the way through it before we call it tonight. So you enter the Underdark, and as
We're gonna
you
get your
approach
face through it.
as you approach the gate, it actually kind of says exactly what he told you. It says, and I'm going to go ahead and type out what it says.
Our unlimited power.
Sticks.
Says that.
Unknown.
Yep.
Beware as you beware as you proceed. No guards posted. Laws do not extend beyond this wall. You enter the Underdark. Proceed with
Keep
caution.
with caution.
I say aloud.
What else is due?
Is this basically like there's no lifeguards on duty, son?
This is like
It's
RuneScape
saying
when you're
enter
about to
at
go
your
into the
own risk.
wildy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured. I was
Wild,
just
wild
making
west
the-
down here. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, we
So
enter anyway. Screw that
the
sign.
moment you step through that door, someone could stab you and face no repercussions.
Cool. That's how I like it. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, Bon, you can steal anything you want here.
I don't think there's many people down there.
Oh, there are entire civilizations in the Under.
Oh, cool.
Steal whatever you want.
Yay.
Dark
Did you guys hear what I
elves.
said?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
entire civilizations. There's entire cities of Illithid, Drow, and Dwergar, but you don't want to go to these places.
No.
It's
Yeah,
your
we
option if
do.
you want to,
No.
but
No.
this is a part where I sort of swap DM styles. While you guys are in the Underdark, it is very heavy improv, and it is very heavy. You guys kind of do what you want. My DM style changes when you go to these wide open areas like this. So it's going to be a lot of theater of the mind, and you guys can pretty much do what you want. I hope you remember the instructions the guy gave you, because I'm not reminding you.
Sure, Sean's got them written down somewhere.
So
No, I remember them.
I was typing them down as you spoke them. I wrote, exit West Gate. Go to Turquoise Waterfall. Go down path, not up. Up leads to Stormhaven. Huzzah. Wish we could go. Continue descending. Reach the fungal jungle. Put up high guard. Warning Illithid, Evil Drow, Malacanth. Follow signs to Lair Vampire.
All right.
Cool.
Let's do that.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
There we do. All right.
Yeah, all right. So,
let's do
well,
that.
before we go through, let's go ahead and get ready for a fight. So, I'm going to go ahead and draw my shield and my cheese knife.
Okay.
Le
Who haven't
Blotaire.
I given Bardic Inspiration to in a while?
You're gonna give Bardic Inspiration?
To somebody I don't know who I haven't
Oh,
given it to.
yeah, I can also give Bon the gift of the Twilight's Blessing.
Thank you.
Hey Gavin, you never gave me what the command word is for my freaking weapon.
You said it.
Freaking?
I did.
Yeah, you choose your command word. I don't set that
Oh.
for you.
Okay.
Bitches love.
Gotcha. Give me a second. I'll tell you what it is.
Okay. All right, so you guys make your way forward, and it is eerie as and it's beautiful at the same time, but also very eerie as there's these like bioluminescent mushrooms as you continue your way forward, as well as there's many sounds quite identify. You see fly over your head these almost bat-like creatures, except it's almost like a flying manta ray. They're even kind of hard to spot, as when they enter an area where the bioluminescence doesn't reach, it's as if they disappear completely. Another thing that you begin to notice too is you kind of step as you get a mile or two out from the town. And it's almost funny, it's like a switch is flipped, because once you get to about 2 miles out of the town, all in all, it was pretty easy to get through that part, but there tends to be a lot of holes in the ground. Like, you have to avoid tripping over, and they are everywhere as you begin passing through this area. And you hear, like, rumbling sounds off in the distance. Almost like a small earthquake. You guys continue proceeding?
Absolutely.
I believe we should proceed stealthily.
I actually agree with the on this one.
I'm gonna hop up on
Agreed.
my carpet because I don't make noise when it flies anyway.
Okay.
Doesn't ruffle.
I'm still on the dragon.
Yeah, so you're not touching the ground. Okay. So,
That was a mistake that I typed. Hold on.
what are you typing?
Really, it says that was a mistake.
Hold on.
He said
Keep going.
Okay. So, if anybody would like to make a nature check for me to try to identify what this could possibly be, if you want to. It's up to you.
A nature check?
A nature check, yes.
I rolled an 11. Laura rolled a 16. Ooh,
That's a nat
hardcore
20.
nat 20.
Okay, so Flora, you imagine it could be a multitude of things. You imagine it could be a bullet. It could be purple worms. It could be umber hulks. However, both Neston and Raven, you guys know exactly what this is. You've entered a purple worm nest. And what you know about purple worms is they, while blind, they have incredible blind sight and tremor sense. So pretty much anybody walking across the ground needs to do their best to disturb the ground they walk upon as little as possible.
All of y'all can fly in some shape or fashion, right?
Nope, I cannot.
I'm
You should
on
do that.
Don's carpet.
I can carry someone with me on the
Actually,
carpet.
Anand, I'll get back to you on that one because I am building something
Please
or
do.
plan on building something.
Oh
You can
yes.
fit. How many people can you fit on your magic carpet? You've
I
got a
want. I think it's
medium-sized magic carpet. I
yes.
think it's like 3 people.
Really? I could have swore it was
Yeah.
only 2.
And then Sean has a broom.
Depending on their weight, there's a weight limit.
Isn't it like 500 pounds?
Between the broom and the carpet, we should all be able to take our time going across this area. If we just take a little bit of time, we can do it.
And I have my dragon that can probably hold one other person.
So, Anand, you can carry.
You froze. I didn't hear you.
I said you can carry 600 pounds on your carpet.
Oh,
You've got
that's
the
3 people.
second. You've got the second from the largest carpet.
Okay. Yeah, that's
So-
that's technically 3 people because I'm not even over 200 myself.
Yeah,
I don't
neither
think
is
I'm over
Neston.
200.
Neston's pretty tiny.
Can't you fly, Neston?
Yeah,
While you're
but
in darkness, you can, and you are
Yeah.
indeed in darkness.
in dim light or darkness.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
What, you
lasts
got
for
the cloak of the
one.
bat?
No,
it's
I'm
a class
Twilight-
feature.
Twilight priest. I.
That sounds culty.
You've only just begun to realize the dark. In the Underdark.
Ah,
I was
froze.
born in it. Raised
Molded
by it.
by it. It's molded
Yes.
by it.
Nah, I was raised by it.
Ah, okay. So, what is everybody doing proceeding forward? I would assume that Raven and Neston share this information with the rest of the group.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm flying extra stealthily.
So, for the most part, Raven and Neston, you would know that if you're not touching the ground, it's real hard for these things to pick up on you. Their blind
Right.
sight is extremely limited, but their tremor sense is huge.
So, is there any candles or anything like that lit up in this area, or is it just black?
It's just black. You've got your dark vision and whatever sources of light you have on you.
So before we start this whole thing, I'm actually gonna give everybody the Eyes of the Night feature.
Okay, so
So-
everybody has dark vision up to 300 feet now, which is huge. Pretty
Yeah.
much that's enough to see almost edge to edge of this cavern.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
and by the way,
lasts-
the ones that can actually know, that actually know Draconic, they're going to actually hear me say my command word, and I'm activating the weapon.
And when you do, a black flame emanates from this weapon.
So that's one use of the Eyes of the Night out of 5. So yeah,
All right.
everyone has dark vision out to 300 feet.
So decide who is flying here and who is not. If you are flying, I need a stealth check with advantage. If you are not flying, I need a regular stealth check.
Okay, so can
I think everybody can fly, right? Or everybody is able to, because we got 3 on Anon's carpet, include well,
Anand, you
not
have
including.
advantage, so you can roll again.
Yes.
Well, someone's going to
Ooh.
have to ride with me. So,
19. Boom, boom.
how much weight can my dragon carry?
so like
I say it can carry about 500 pounds, so you
If-
could have another rider.
if Raven and Molly go together, Neston, Flora, and Anand can ride on the carpet, and then Bond can ride on Lucas's broom. Because between Neston, Flora, and Anand, that's probably about 300 pounds. So
Nah.
combined.
I'm sure Bond would be easier to be with me, because then he can just put his rifle on my shoulder to steady it.
However you guys want to work it out.
Yeah, but Molly might be way too big for the broom.
But she might not be.
It's fine. I'll do the broom.
Okay.
It's fine. I'll figure it out.
Oh, fucking double nats. Back to back.
Let's see. Stealth checks. Oh yes, because I'm gonna fail this.
Oh yeah, your stealth is terrible.
Oh yeah.
Can't get higher than a 23.
Nat 20.
Oh, wait,
That's a nat. That's a nat 20 for me too.
that's a lot of nat 20s this game
It
already.
is.
Within the past.
I had
like, 30
5
seconds.
last. I had 5 last session.
Yeah,
Who hasn't
11
I've
made a
had
stealth
2
check?
this session.
Molly, I don't believe, has made a stealth check. If Molly could make a stealth check with advantage.
Molly and Sean are both AFK.
no, Sean just made a stealth check.
If she's not there, I can do it for her. But
See? Like, everybody scored super good.
So actually, the closest person to failing was Lucas, and he actually met the DC. If any of you guys had rolled below a 15, you were about to be in a purple worm fight. But all in all, you guys are good. You keep hearing these tremors, but it never seems to take notice of you. And even at one point, you notice the ground begin to get kind of disturbed, but nothing ever emerges from it. You know you do not want to fight a purple worm,
I
and
didn't mean to do that.
you definitely don't want to fight them in their nest, because that means there's more than one. But you've just passed through a very dangerous area, and you managed to go undetected. So I'm using a lot of random tables for this. So depending on how you guys roll for certain things, you may or may not end up in a fight. You avoided a fight here against potentially several purple worms, which is a very good thing. Okay. So you continue onwards, and as you do, they don't seem to take notice of you, but you notice that there's these creatures that you fly over, and they don't seem to do anything. Either they don't notice you, or they just figure that you guys can't get to them, so they don't care. These, like, gold carapace, like, 12-foot tall creatures that almost have these, like, pincers on their mouth with, like, bright red eyes. But they don't really seem to take notice of you. They don't really seem to care. You do notice at a few moments these bat-like creatures sort of hover close to you, uncomfortably close. And for those of you that rolled well on your nature check, you would recognize these to be cloakers. But cloakers, while very much predatory creatures, they also don't typically engage with creatures that are bigger than them that they don't believe they can make easy prey out of. They're sort of these simple-minded animals that can kind of blend into shadows. So all in all, it goes pretty smoothly. You pass over a couple sources of water, and you notice inside of these sources of water, these like fish-like humanoid-looking things. And it's the weirdest thing. Like the top half of their body looks exactly like the top half of their body looks like a fish, but they have legs. Exactly. Until you finally see what they were talking about. This magically shimmering turquoise waterfall, and it is beautiful. And the water itself from this waterfall seems to have a luminescent property in and of itself, to the point where the entire cavern that this waterfall is in is illuminated by this teal blue glow. And it's actually quite beautiful.
Do we see any paths going up or down around the waterfall?
Make a perception check.
Oh, I'm real good at these. I'm trying to think real quick. Don't I get
I had 23.
how dark is this? Is this darkness?
This cavern is dim light because the water itself illuminates the cavern.
Okay, so this does count as just standard light with the dark vision, right?
Yes, this is with your dark vision. This is normal lighting, which means normal rolls.
Okay. I'm trying to see if I have advantage on perception checks. I can never remember exactly what it is that I have in my advantage. I know it's stealth when people are trying to see me. No, investigation and insight. That's what I have. Oh man, I should have rolled an advantage on that other insight roll. Okay. Perception. Oh.
So for those that rolled
numbers.
For those that rolled a 15 or higher, you can tell that in a large circle behind this waterfall, you notice there is a darkened portion. Like almost as if the light is refracting off of something.
Oh, jeez.
Would you have had advantage?
Eagle eyes
Ah, okay, cool.
based off sight.
Yeah. So you can see that there's like a dark circle behind this waterfall. It's not that noticeable, but when you take a couple seconds and really observe it, yeah, there's definitely some kind of dark circle behind this waterfall.
Well, should we go Should we go check out the Dark Circle?
Shall we?
There's like a 10 billion% chance that's a monster.
I'm good with going to check it out. How about you, Bon?
I'm good to go check it out.
Let's go check it out. You're outnumbered. We're gonna go check out the Dark Circle.
There would never be a monster in a cool place like
Yeah,
that.
you're right. You know what? Y'all should definitely stealth over there. I will pray guidance upon you.
Like, I just don't. There's no way it's a bad idea.
I will pray
Yeah.
for guidance for all of you in your safe journeys, and I will stand back here.
Very nice.
So who's investigating the circle behind the waterfall?
I am.
We have to go behind the waterfall anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So, all right. Yeah. No, I go ahead. I don't like. I try to get to a point where I can see the circle before I get too close to it, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Well, you have to go behind the waterfall or through the waterfall to do this, yeah?
Yeah, but we're gonna have to go through the waterfall as it is to get to where we want to go.
We're just flying straight through it.
What if we have another option?
We're just flying straight through it.
Cast fireball in the water.
What was you cast fireball?
No. I cast Bigby's hand, and I split the waterfall by holding the water up in the air.
Okay, mark off the spell slot. So you do this, and this giant purple spectral hand appears underneath the water, and the water begins to cascade off the sides of the hands. And you can see this dark circle was just a cavern. And it is a gorgeous cavern. It is lined with these luminescent blue crystals behind it, almost as if the water has evaporated and settled, leaving mineral deposits inside
Nice.
of this cavern behind it.
Oh, if only we had some type of stoneworker.
If only.
But though everyone here wants to make potions. Is there anything in particular about any of these minerals that I would think could benefit me in like herbology or anything like that?
Well, for starters, these minerals are all magical. So there's plenty of things you could do. For one, these would, by a stretch, but technically, be some degree of mana crystals. It's
Yummy.
just pure deposits of magical energy with the mana type of water, but still, it's mana.
Okay.
Given physical form.
I'll put some of those in a bag.
Yeah, can we get like, I don't know, what do y'all think? Like 10 pounds, maybe? And then just keep chucking? We can always.
Does anybody have a
Sure.
pickaxe or any blacksmithing tools to possibly harvest these minerals?
Oh.
I have a sun bomb.
Okay. You gonna blow them up?
No.
Please, by all means, throw explosives into a contained cavern.
I don't think I have anything that would do this. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Don't
I
believe
don't
so.
either.
Does
Nope.
Lucas have anything by any chance?
Or Molly. I don't
Or
have
Molly?
any pickaxes. I got a bunch of like alchemical supplies and herb stuff.
Does anybody have this bludgeoning?
Has a bludgeoning weapon?
Yeah,
I've got a quarterstaff.
I have a sensor. Basically a flail.
Yeah.
If you want to try to harvest this crystal using something that's not a specialized tool, but you can try. I'm going to give you disadvantage.
I turn the blade of the mimic into a pickaxe.
Oh.
That is not one of its available forms.
So
I turn into a hammer then?
It is dagger, short sword, long sword, great sword, glaive, or double-bladed sword.
What about great axe? Oh, okay.
So I have my bob. And I have a sensor.
I'd let you use an axe for this if you want to try to harvest.
Yeah, I'll use Bob.
All right. Give me a. Let's see here. Give me a survival check with disadvantage.
I cast Maximilian's Earth Grasp.
What does that do?
2d6 bludgeoning magic damage.
Hand comes up out of the ground and grabs.
Okay.
Survival check with disadvantage.
Do you want me to roll an attack? I mean, it's a save DC. You just want me to roll damage?
That was another nat 20. Drop to a 17.
Yeah, roll your damage.
Okay.
So, and, Marte, yeah, go ahead and give me, since you're using a spell for this, give me an intelligence check.
I'm using a spell?
Yeah,
No, I'm using
Marte's
I'm
using
using-
Bigby's hand.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I am. Okay. Give you an
And
intelligence
the
check?
strength of your Bigby's hand would be dependent on your spell casting ability modifier. So,
How intelligent am I?
That's a +5.
By the way, my
intelligence
strength
is
DC is 17
okay.
against these crystals.
Well, objects automatically fail saving throws.
15.
So I win.
Okay. So I'll say it's a little crude the way you guys managed to accomplish this, but you managed to pulverize several of these mineral deposits into little baseball-sized crystals.
Yeah.
All right.
How many do we get?
So you can, let's see here.
I'll just put it in the group bag inventory.
I'm gonna say there's 10 pounds of water mana crystals.
Okay. Oh, shoot. I have to create an item first.
Omae wa mo shindeiru.
Omae wa inderu. Sugoi.
All right, are we done pulverizing crystals? Can we move on?
Yep.
Shut up.
All right.
It's money. Don't even.
Money? This is food.
Yeah,
What about
Pulverize
the
these crystals.
if we get stuck down here, this will be good to be able to feed Anon. Although I have mana crystals, but they're spelled with a K, so they might be a little tastier. They got like one little pickle on it and some mustard.
You know, unless I die, there's literally no way we can get stuck down here. You understand that, right?
So,
This is true.
what if
What do you
both of
mean
your
by
arms
that?
get broken?
I don't need somatic components.
Well,
Not if you have a spellcasting focus.
Oh,
And
I have Warcaster. My arms can be dead weight, and I can still be like.
what if you hit you in the throat and you can't speak?
Then we'll pour. You'll heal me, and I'll be fine. Like.
I didn't get any diamond dust from fucking dark hole. So pissed.
And Anon keeps on going into the cavern.
Lucas can make diamond dust too.
Nice.
So, all right. So I'm actually not. Would probably be a long thing, and we have 30 minutes. So rather than leave you guys within the first little sliver of what might be next, just leave you at the start of it.
Sounds good to me.
So let me close this door.
Oh.
So you continue forward, and for the first time after a little while, you notice there to actually be structures, likely man-made. Instead of it just being this untamed underground wilderness, there appears to be buildings made out of stone, made out of chitin, and various other materials available in the Underdark. And you all sort of begin to experience like a headache like a whisper in your ears, like a.
I'm gonna go ahead and drink that potion.
Which potion?
Oh wait, he didn't give me that one. He gave it to somebody else. Darn you, Lucas! Darn you! Proceed.
Return from what you gave. You begin to hear intelligible words now. Your minds will make great feed. I don't know if I'm speaking too quietly to get through the headset, but
I
Just
could.
hearing
We could
it.
hear it. Someone.
Who's feeding on my mind?
you don't know.
It's out of my mind.
I'm reading something real quick.
You're fine.
Okay. So, at this point, Anand, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, I'm so not charismatic. Okay. 17.
So you, for a second, almost feel like something is attempting to take control of you. But you shrug off the effects. But in that moment, when you almost feel like your will slips away, you experience this like migraine, this headache, and it lasts for like a split second, but it's enough to where you kind of drop to a knee before eventually recovering to your senses as you see this image in your head of this brain with flailing tentacles that screams for a moment, Underdark!
Well, guys, something's trying to get in my brain.
That doesn't sound healthy.
Is it going nom nom nom?
And Lucas didn't give me a potion to protect my brain. He gave me a fire potion. Fire doesn't work for this.
Yes, I could see the problem.
By the way, Gavin, I just want to let you know that when you talked about my heart beating, my heart doesn't beat anymore at all, whatsoever.
Oh,
I
is that
have
what
no
it says?
heartbeat. Yeah, it says your heart does not beat.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Nice.
All right. With that, we're probably going to go ahead and call it for the night. What comes next is going to take a while.
What is it? Oh.
You imagine probably exactly what you were warned about.
Yeah, I believe it.
You would think.
Memorial Day? Are we playing on Memorial Day?
Is that the next? So we
Yeah.
play 2
Yep,
weeks
that's
from
the
today,
next
so that'd
session.
be the 30th.
That's Memorial
yeah.
Day.
That's going to be
Oh, I won't be in
I
town.
won't be able to play.
then sure.
Neither will Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't be in
Neither will
town.
Flora.
Weirdos. I'm just kidding.
Oh, you guys won't be available that day?
Nope.
Yeah.
We'll be at the
Okay.
lake house.
All right. Then the next day we'll play will be the
13th.
Is that what it is?
June 13th.
Okay. June 13th.
So, Marte, I have a question for you.
Alrighty.
So I heard a little birdie told me that you are more or less ordained and can officialize a wedding.
I mean, kinda, sorta, yeah. I didn't really have a choice in the matter.
Yeah, I
Well-
sort of made him go get ordained.
Will you give me the honor